we're live. What's up, everybody?
Waiting on notifications so I can go. Yeah.
So you can go, yeah?
So I can click on it and it goes right to the stream and I don't gotta look for it. Some lazy fuck.
Oh, there it is.
I still haven't got it.
Oh, I
there it
didn't.
is.
Just got it.
I didn't get the. I just refreshed the YouTube page, and that did it for me. Who's gonna be first?
Rambo,
Oh,
you can't take first,
Rambo!
fucking cheater. Just like those easy platinums, fucking cheater.
Fucking cheater!
It's not cheating, man. It's just taking advantage of the situation.
Tomato, tomato. You know what they say.
Oh, so how you guys been? Oh, looks like a Mega Gym got it. What's up, Ryan?
What's up, guys? Rambo technically says he got first, so you gotta fight with him over it.
I'll let Omega Jim have it. He's cool enough.
Cyrus.
Cyrus last. Cyrus is talking. He actually said he's gonna do about 10 more videos and call it quits on YouTube.
Oh shit!
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
He wants to pursue other things. I guess focus on other things in life.
In life, yeah, I was gonna say there's not much more on the internet, man.
Well, I'm gonna miss his comment section.
So does that mean you're gonna like stop coming around and stuff, Cyrus?
No, he said he'll still be around like for that, so we can forgive him for that since he's gonna be around.
Modeling.
Yeah, I hear Dockers needs a new model for their pants, Cyrus. You might be able to do that one. So have you guys caught Rambo's favorite story of the week? Because it is all over my Facebook feed.
My favorite story of the week.
Yeah, the Xbox, Microsoft's going to be banning people for offensive language. I can't get away from that fucking story for nothing, man. I mean,
Mike Ybarra clarified that said nothing is changing with the Xbox part.
Yeah, I've got an article for it up. Microsoft to ban offensive language from Skype, Xbox, Office, and other services.
And they said they think they have the right to
go through private data.
Files.
Yeah. To investigate.
I'm like, fuck you think you do?
Oh man.
It's because of some pressure from the government, though. I don't know what they're doing, on the government part, but it's interesting.
Cyrus could be America's Next Top Model, definitely.
Did you see that somehow, well, I mean, this isn't really saying much, but Sea of Thieves became the fastest selling new IP from Microsoft Studios this generation?
Because it's on Game Pass?
No, and the Game Pass didn't count in that.
Really?
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that the previous one was Quantum Break, and that one still hasn't even broken 1 million sales total, but this is only for the first week. I mean, the first week of Quantum Break was real low. So, I mean, they're comparing it to shit performance anyway. Omega Jim says in the most refunded, too.
Yeah, I launched the game. I just can't get into it. It's just not my kind of game. I mean, I'm going to try again probably tonight after I play some Forza, but I just can't get into it.
I bought it. I figured I had, like, people told me even though I played a year on the alpha and the beta, since they actually like added the Kraken and stuff, so that I can't form an opinion on the game until I play it. So I bought it so that way I can pretty much say it's shit.
That's an expensive statement. $60 just to say this game fucking sucks.
I still don't understand though why people are giving it a pass. I mean, yeah, sure they're gonna add more shit, but I mean, damn, it's empty. Yeah, the Kraken is just tentacles.
Mhm.
It doesn't even have a body. And just like Angry Joe said, it like says something about what's it called? The game itself is like pretty on the surface, but underneath it has nothing.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. Like, I don't want to end up diving into this game and, God forbid, getting hooked on it when there's no fucking content.
You can't get hooked on it. There's literally 3 quests that you got to do, and you're just going to keep grinding those quests until you reach level 50 in all 3 of the factions, and then you've reached endgame. But it's literally the same 3 quests.
There's no story to it?
No, and you only get cosmetics for your cosmetics. That's it. There's no variation in weapons or nothing. And there's no skill involved either. So you just, I mean, everything's easy to kill. You just kill and move on and go. You just keep doing the exact same thing over and over again for no reason. And there's no penalty for death. And what happens is, like, say you go on PV, like you're at a thing with your boat, you killed another boat. Well, you're using all of your supplies by shooting off, and they'll just respawn with all their supplies and bananas to get help, regen their health. And they just keep coming right back, bam, 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 and then you run out of supplies, and then they can sink you.
I guess the first patch broke it because even the devs were tweeting uninstall it and reinstall the entire game. I mean, that I didn't find very comforting at all.
Yeah.
I mean, so I was like,
you didn't find what comforting? What?
That the devs were telling you, like, the first patch fucked it all up. Uninstall it and reinstall the entire game. Like, really?
Yeah,
that's
and then, not to mention, they were gonna like implement a death tax, and so that way, basically, it kind of gave you incentive not to die. And there was so much backlash from the community that they canceled that. So there's literally no penalty and no reward. It's just grinding the exact same missions over and over and over again.
It really does look like an early access game.
Yeah,
that got pushed out. Yeah.
No way in hell the thing should have been $60. Now, don't get me wrong. It is a beautiful game, but it's just, that's all it is. It's just pretty.
Pretty water.
Well, the world is pretty. It's classic Rare. The cartoon effect and stuff. But damn, that's really all there is to it.
Yeah, Doom 4 is getting a 4K update.
Yeah, Omega Gem, it should have been a free game. And then just have microtransactions to pay for the DLC.
Yeah, I could see that.
There's your death tax right there. Like, you lose all your shit and you either buy more shit or you wait till the next day and you can collect your daily reward or whatnot, like the rest of the free-to-play shit.
One thing though is that if they would have, like, the thing with Destiny is, like, they gave you a purpose to grind those missions over and over again because you kept going back to try to get the most powerful weapon. This is just so that way you can get a new haircut or a new pair of clothes or change the color of the interior of your ship. And you can't even see yourself unless you go dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because it's all first person, yeah.
Yeah. There's absolutely no point in that game.
If I were you, I wouldn't even. Oh, you bought it digital, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, dude, if it was physical, I wouldn't even take the cellophane off of it.
I don't know,
No,
Ryan. That might actually make some sense. Let people rice out their ships. Neon underglow and a big old wang on the back.
I'll keep it in hopes that whenever they add the new content, that they actually make, they figure out how to make the game have a purpose.
I know. Tell me a pirate story in the game. I mean, come on.
Something.
There's a lot you can do there.
There's no crabs in the game. There's no land animals. It's just nothing.
Just water and skeletons and boats.
Water skeletons and islands. Yep. Oh, and tentacles.
Well,
I've seen
like
enough
a game
hentai
like
to
that,
know where
but-
this is going.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Xbox guys didn't like Japanese games, and there's nothing more Japanese than tentacle porn.
Oh, wait, we're getting a Japanese or Eastern game or whatever. What's that game that's finally coming to Xbox?
Hellblade.
Yep.
That game is awesome. You got to buy it,
Yeah, I've been really looking into it.
and you got to play it with headphones on.
Why is it scary?
No, it gives you voices like basically you're inside her head, where she's hearing all these voices, and the voices. There's one voice that helps you on your quest and tells you what to do, but you hear all the other voices telling you something else. And whenever you play with your headphones on, you really feel like you're a crazy person.
Oh, hell yeah. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was just life as usual for me.
I have to have the kids go up to my mother-in-law's for that one then, so I don't get interrupted.
It's actually a really, really good game.
Dying Light just got a pretty big update.
Yeah.
It's a new.
Who would have ever thought that would have became a game as a service?
And all of it free too.
Yeah. Who would have thought that?
But yeah, so I
They
guess
had one paid DLC and the rest was all free.
it's a new location. What's the
What, the prison
prison?
heist thing?
Prison.
That's fine?
Well, the prison heist is the game mode, and I guess Prison Island is what they're calling the new location.
Don't tell me it's Battle Royale.
No. Because it says you got to break into the armory as fast as you can, either solo or with friends in co-op. The faster you break in, the better the rewards. So I guess it's just a regular like mission.
At least it's not fucking Battle Royale. There's like a bunch of games that are gonna go that way. Pixar? Yeah, I saw that on Steam. It's fucking Ark with Minecraft elements. And it looks like Minecraft.
Gran Turismo Sport got a new patch that's coming. Tomorrow.
Who?
Gran Turismo Sport.
Oh, nice.
13 cars, a track, time trials for VR mode, and 3 single-player events.
What's up, Jay Caesar?
And then Killing Floor 2 got an update too. Endless mode.
That one keeps getting updates as well.
Yeah. Endless mode, couple of weapons, and some more.
Omega Jim, is that Save the World campaign? Is it worth the entry fee, or should I just wait till it goes free?
Yeah, when is it going free? They said at the beginning
Sometime
of
this
this year.
Yeah, sometime this year. I don't know. I'm kind of worried that they're going to give up on it and just stick with the Battle Royale mode. Yeah, Ryan, I have PSVR.
Yeah,
The premier VR platform. It's the only one with good games. You can't lie. I mean, it's
Most
not
of
definitely
them
not
operate
the
on a rail, though.
huh.
Most VR games operate on a rail.
Yeah, but some like there's a lot of them on PlayStation that don't, and
Where it's
uh,
completely open world and it's VR.
yeah, and you can like Doom VR and Skyrim VR. You can walk around.
Oh shit.
Uh, but oh yeah, Wipeout Omega Collection got a VR update today for free. Um, I don't know. To me, like the Vive has the better controllers and the better system, like with the cameras and shit like that. But the PSVR has the better game, so I went with that. And Ryan, I think it's worth it. I think definitely pick it up, man. There's a lot of good games on that platform. And they just lowered the price to $100 cheaper. So
that makes it what, like $300 now?
$199 for just the VR system, and then I think $249 or $349 for the VR plus the camera plus the glowing dildos.
There's the Spring Sale going on right now on Xbox.
Yeah, look, they didn't really have much in it,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Doesn't have much.
It's got good games in it, but I own all the good games in it, so I was kind of like, eh. I did buy the Super Lucky Cell DLC, so that way I can get back to 100% on that.
What did the DLC add? Like another world or something?
Yeah. Omega Gym, that would be awesome to actually have a loot box system in Fortnite. And just have like basically like Overwatch.
Yeah.
which they're getting Avoid as a teammate added, which is just like the Avoid this player, except it only lets you avoid them on your team. And you get 2 slots that last 2 weeks.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying this is kind of like a placebo, though, because having only 2 slots doesn't give you a lot of options.
No, I mean, I guess, like, do you really have that? If you have that many people being a dick to you, then maybe it's you, not them. What's going on, Chris? And I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired of battle royale. I think that they need to leave it with Fortnite and make that the battle royale game, and then leave it all the other games. Just leave it alone. But I have a feeling Call of Duty is going to launch with battle royale this year.
Oh, definitely something. I mean, Overwatch will make that their big update this year. Something.
I can see that.
I mean, they kind of did that for Christmas, didn't they, with the Yeti thing?
The Yeti thing.
Yeah, in Overwatch's Christmas event, they added a new game mode just for the holidays. It was like a survival deal with a Yeti, or you had to look for a Yeti or something in the snow.
Huh. I don't ever pay attention to Fortnite, Overwatch news.
Well, the Paladins has got a battle royale mode, or they're coming out with one.
Lord have
mercy. I'm not sure if they have yet.
But they had...
It's crazy that once a popular thing hits, everybody wants to do it. Then it becomes all watered down.
Yeah, sometimes people do better. Like, Fortnite did better than PUBG, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but then what ends up happening though is everybody's like, "Oh, we put a new spin on it." Well, shit. Yeah, how many new spins can you put on Battle Royale?
Well, Fortnite did a good job with like, well, you
And
can
I
also
make it
build
dim.
shit in ours. It's like,
Yeah, I like that. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, Cyrus, that'll work. A reaction to the reaction video, and then I can react to your to the reaction.
Yeah.
We can make it like a chain that we will all react to the other person's video, and just all of us get really big.
See how many reactions of reactions of reactions we can get.
Yeah.
no, it's okay, Ryan. I'll let you react to that one, buddy.
I can't do that one.
Yeah,
You-
Cyrus, you just
A
film
live
yourself watching
stream.
them.
Yeah. Just with the camera on you.
Call it a react video.
So did you guys hear, Rambo, you heard about that. Did you ever watch that ABC rap?
No. Oh, I forgot all about it.
Oh yeah. Okay, so they had Shaner wasn't here, but they had this cringy as fuck rap video about privilege, and
God.
it was bad, right? Well, apparently apparently a bunch of people were just ripped their Facebook page apart, and so ABC Me had to delete it. And then they were complaining that trolls forced them to take down their page.
Jesus, what was the? Oh my God. Never mind.
Oh yeah, you can look it up on YouTube if you want, but yeah, it was bad. It's these two chicks, and
It's called the ABC Rap.
I think it's like privilege.
Oh, I think I see it. ABC deletes privileged rap cringe.
Yeah, I can't remember what the actual name of the video.
Yeah, Sargon did a.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
he did a little thing on it, and yeah, it's bad.
See, I just hate whenever they do like he does a video like that, or anybody like that does a video with another video attached to it. Because when they pause it, you don't get it doesn't. It's not the same as watching the video all the way through.
Yeah.
You end up. I like it. I like being able to see the video all the way through and then hearing your thoughts on it. Yeah, JC0, I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, it was definitely cringy. Probably the cringiest cringe I've seen in a good long time.
Mixing up? What do you mean a 4chan guy?
Wendy's came out with a record or like an album.
Oh yeah, mixtape. Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Yes.
they did. You can actually buy it for like $4.99.
Oh my god, was it fire?
And
I don't know.
dude,
I haven't listened
some of
to
it
it
was
yet.
catchy. It's on Spotify.
Wow.
I'm about to look it up with my free account from PlayStation and see what it's about. I want to hear it.
One of their songs is called "Rest in Greece." It's pretty good.
Is it a rap video or rap music?
Most of it is, yeah. I mean, it's more comical to me than anything. I don't even look at it as rap.
I can see if it's a person that does a Twitter account, it'd be like, it's going to be True Fire.
It's pretty good, though.
I want to hire that damn
their
Wendy's
PR
Twitter
person.
Yeah, that Wendy's Twitter account.
I know, it's so entertaining.
Like, just can you run my Twitter for a while so that way you can build my follower base?
I wonder if Burger King's gonna have to put out their own mixtape.
Retaliate.
Yeah. Well, they've been going at it with because Arby's, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then I think Burger King too. So somebody's gonna have to come out with a response tape.
It'll be Ronald McDonald acting like the Joker or some shit. Watch.
Oh, I imagine it'll be McDonald's because they keep going after McDonald's. But McDonald's isn't near as funny as Wendy's.
Oh God, no.
No.
Like, Wendy's is like, yeah, it doesn't get better than Wendy's.
No, Wendy's is on point, man. They nail it every single time.
They don't need wraps, Chris. You're 100% right. But at the same time, it's funny as fuck.
After seeing their Twitter account, I'm actually kind of excited to listen to their music.
You know, we should buy the physical version of their mixtape, go into a Wendy's, and ask for the manager to sign it.
Can we get it signed by Wendy?
Yeah, try to sell it on eBay, like signed by the Wendy's employees.
God.
Yeah, last night for like an hour, Cyrus tried to understand furries. And, that whole thing, that shit was hilarious because Go gets a furry, and Cyrus doesn't understand. Like,
yeah, I'm with you, Cyrus.
No, but like Rambo, it was like worse than me and you going, "Oh, I just don't get it," or "That's fucking stupid," or whatever. Cyrus like had like an epiphany and had to. It was that deep. Like, I don't understand why they want to fuck an imaginary animal. Like, it was. He just typed in the chat, "They aren't real."
Yeah, born distracted. That's the reason why most of them rap is because they can't sing.
They're brain dead employees. Yeah.
I'm so ready for God of War though.
Yep. You got less than a month.
Yeah, no, I'm like very much anticipating that game.
When does your PS4 Pro God of War edition get to your house? On launch day or?
Yeah, well, I actually canceled the Amazon one and ordered it from Best Buy, so I get to go pick it up on April 20th.
Oh, okay.
Or I think the more than likely I have a launch party the night before, and I'll get it at 9 o'clock.
Just gotta get it that few hours early, huh?
Cannot wait. Huh?
Just gotta get it that few hours early.
Yeah, man. I like that one. I'm dying for that one. I'd sell my kids to get that one. I better not say that because somebody might take that and talk about how I need to be called on child welfare services. We won't say who, but
Oh, it's not Stonesy.
Yeah, it's definitely not him.
Speaking of that, did not Stonesy come and visit you guys on Friday?
No, actually.
No, we actually had a peaceful podcast.
Wow.
But he did follow, like I was telling you before, he did follow me around to a different person's live stream that I wasn't even a part of, and demanded that the host answer his question about what they thought of a person faking a disability to get support from people on YouTube. And I'm like, first of all, I've never once mentioned my disability as a way to gain anything. It's like I barely ever even mention it. I only mention it whenever people try to ask me, like, where do you, like, when they ask, like, where do I work? And I'm like, well, I can't tell them. Well, I work for this oil company. So I'm like, they finally banned him, though. But yeah, as we know, he has like 1,700 accounts. he was talking to me in the live stream and like, why is Rambo not answering me? I just want to clear it up that he might think I'm somebody else, and I just want to assure him that I'm not that person. And I'm like, dude, I just ignored his ass, and he could not handle the fact that I was ignoring him. I have screenshots of all of the shit that he said in the chat.
I think that's so funny, dude.
That's the thing is like he wants me to like us to make him relevant. But nobody knows who the fuck he is, but they know who we are, and I think that they're looking for us to, or he's looking for us to like do a video on him or something, so that way people will actually end up knowing who he is.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have that kind of motivation.
No,
I
just don't even give a shit about him.
I would much rather play my video games.
Yeah, Ryan was there, and so was Chris, I think. Yeah, whenever and the dude's a fucking individual. He talked about all the great life he's got and stuff, but when you have that much time to obsess over me and this guy named DSP, you have a shit fucking life. I couldn't imagine as a grown man being obsessed with another grown man.
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with Batman. He's a grown man.
Yeah, that's a superhero though, not some actual real grown man that's,
well,
just living his life.
Or as Go Get would say, touche. All right, Go Get.
He says touche instead of touche.
Yeah, he's kind of retarded.
Yeah.
And he's a furry, and we really need to figure out how to get Cyrus to understand furries because he's perplexed.
Hey, Chris, was it not funny whenever he was in the chat and he was like desperate for fucking attention and we were commenting around him, like his stuff would pop up and he would like tag people. Like, you know how you can, and then it pops up orange when they do it? But he was tagging everybody, and nobody was paying attention to him. Everybody just kind of just started talking around him, and he was like going, I demand y'all talk to me. Am I banned? Why can't nobody talk? Why is nobody talking to me? And we just kept like, whatever. And then he finally tagged one of the hosts as they were leaving, and they had to scroll back up to see his question, and then once somebody told him, I think Ryan told him that he was trolling me, and he was like, "Oh, fuck you, man," and kicked him out. But of course, we all know, like I said, he has like 17 other accounts, so he'll come back with something else. He came in as I destroyed NoobTube. What's up, Rudo?
Yeah, so if you guys know anything in the chat, like if you know anything about furries, you need to send it Cyrus's way because he's very curious and dumbfounded.
Cyrus, you could always go to the not safe for work section and learn all you need to know.
Dude, there's some nasty shit in there. I'm just
Yeah, I've actually said every time I click on it, it says, "Are you over 18?" I was like, "Nope." Like I do not want to see that. That's the one time I want to be 16. Yeah, Chris, this guy will literally get into an argument with anybody, and he thinks he wins every fucking argument. It was funny. He got into an argument with me one day a long time ago, and I kept dragging his ass, like just bam, 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 and then all of a sudden, like he was like, "Oh, I owned him," and one of his followers like, "Dude, you got made fun, like you got like destroyed," and he was like, "No, man, I owned him." He's like, "No, you really did." I was like, "Dude, even one of your own followers that decided to follow you, not me, said you lost, and you still can't accept." He's like, "Oh, I destroyed him." he thinks he made Cyrus protect his account and Infinite Retro. He thinks he's the one who was the cause of it. And I'm like, they did it so that way they could, tweet in peace without actually being every fucking tweet they make, him coming in and saying some stupid shit. And what's funny is him and GoGet got into it. I was watching it on my feed, and everybody was telling GoGet that he was censoring somebody and stopping somebody's free speech because he blocked Sierra Air. He's like, no, I didn't, censor him. He's free to talk and do whatever he wants to. I just chose not to interact with him. And they couldn't understand that. And Stonesy was like that shows you're a coward, whatever, and you need a backbone, and it's I'm supposed to call you out on it or whatever, like that type of thing. And then come to find out, Fratanga banned Sierra from his Discord, and so I gave GoGet the picture of that, and Stonesy didn't have any answer as to why where his tweets were calling Fratanga out for censoring him.
Yeah, fucking idiots, dude.
Yeah. Fucking millennials, man. They're just they're collectively just a dumb bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, Jordan sent me a message today on Discord, and then he sent me a video that I guess he did where he recorded the live chat with his phone, and how Titanfall Princess went off on him.
Jordan
and I'm like,
Dizzle?
dude, you did that? Yeah. He tried to tell somebody in Titanfall Princess's chat that he doesn't ever have a chance to talk on the podcast. And she was like, fuck you. Everybody has the same opportunity. You just got to speak up, and she let his ass have it. And he was like, no, you took it wrong. I'm sorry. I'm like, that dude goes around and starts shit with everybody and then plays victim whenever they come back at him.
I didn't even know Jordan Dizzle was still on the YouTube thing.
Yeah, and he still does the stupid shit and then plays victim.
Yeah, I remember he used to be really good at getting people to come save his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, but Zeke, I don't think he's entertaining at all either. And I find his voice irritating.
Yeah, go get thanks for Tonga. Sounds like a Muppet.
Yeah, kinda.
Did you guys see the new the new policy at that David Hogg kids school?
No.
The clear backpacks?
Yeah. And see it.
Clear backpacks.
Clear backpacks, and they've got to wear student IDs at all times.
Yeah, and then David Hogg said it wasn't fair for the rest of the students to suffer because one guy did something wrong.
Yep.
And I'm like, but yeah, you're advocating for that exact thing.
The irony, dude.
Idiot.
The irony. It's too much, bro.
Yeah.
It's too damn high. Oh, bro, I was dying. I could not fucking stop laughing, man.
Well, shit, Pete, there's some retarded shit going on in your backyard.
Oh, no.
The Stephen Clark thing or Stephen Clark thing?
Stephen Clark.
Bro, they blocked the entrance to Interstate 5 today in downtown Sac.
Oh, Jesus.
For what? Who's Stephen Clark?
Okay. Stephen Clark is a black guy, right?
Okay.
You already know where this is going. There was police involved. He reached for his cell phone or whatever.
Oh,
and they shot
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Killed him, yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, there's been protests about that shit. They protested
Oh,
the DA's office today, which is right next to the entrance of Interstate 5 in downtown Sac, and they blocked off streets. They wouldn't let no cars go by. It was fucking stupid. They did shoot him 20 times. Each cop discharged 20 bullets, or 10.
Yeah, but I mean, I've watched the video and I can understand how we're like in the heat of the moment how they might have thought the cell phone was a gun, you know?
What I don't understand is if you have cops chasing you for any reason, why would you reach for anything?
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
just hold your hands up and get down so that way, you know.
Even if you didn't do anything and it's a mistake they're chasing you, you don't need to reach for shit.
No, I wouldn't. If they were making a mistake and chasing me, I would just lay down and be like, there you go. Come get me. We'll work this out later. I mean, it would suck because, I mean, you could end up going to jail for something you didn't do, but I'd rather that happen than me get shot 20 times.
And yeah, I like 20 is a bit excessive, yeah, but like Rambo said, in a heat of a moment kind of thing, you're not counting how many fucking times you're pulling that trigger.
I know, and they're taught to keep shooting until the threat's neutralized.
And like these protesters keep chanting like that they want justice, and as far as I know, the cops are not on the police force right now, and the department is going to be investigated by the state. So I mean, it sounds like they want their heads on a silver platter, which is not justice, it's vengeance.
Yeah.
So I mean, like they have justice right now. The family is going to end up getting a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
The cops are not, they're not on duty right now, and they're being investigated. That's justice.
Yeah, I think they're actually being investigated by the FBI as well.
Yeah, see? I mean, that's fucking justice. They want vengeance. There's a difference. They don't see it that way, but there is.
Well, a lot of times they just want an excuse to riot.
Yeah.
As we've seen.
And isn't it legal now to run those people over? Didn't they pass something, or was that a joke?
I'm not really sure.
A couple of states did. Yeah,
I still run them over though. I'm not stopping in a big mob. Fuck all that. You come up on a big mob and like you're the wrong color and they have baseball bats and shit. Fuck all that.
Oh.
I'm not being a Rodney King or what's that guy that got pulled out of his cement truck?
I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, during the Rodney King riots where they pulled him out because he was white and driving into
right
that area. They just pulled him out and beat the living shit out of him until he's almost dead.
That reminds me though, I just read a couple people talking about this. The guy that ran the lady over, was like right before the Tiki Torch thing in Charlottesville?
No, that's when it was.
Was it actually at the same time? Okay.
No, the Tiki Torch happened the night before, and
that's right. Gotcha.
There was a big rally the next day, and that's when it happened.
Right. So I heard a couple people saying that there was a YouTube video floating around of what happened right before the guy or whoever ran the lady down, and they were saying that the crowd had guns and that they were threatening drivers as they were going by.
Well, I know they have weapons, and they actually showed one video before he took off and hit her, where they actually took the weapon and hit his car.
Yeah.
And so I mean, there might be a chance that if they can show that footage, that he can maybe get off out of fearing for his life.
Fuck me, man. This shit's getting serious.
Yeah, real
Well,
serious.
Like I was telling my wife today, because we were watching the protests in Sacramento live, because the local news went live with it there, and like all these other countries that either look up to us or hate us, or like when they see that shit, imagine how that makes all of America look, just because this handful of dumb motherfuckers.
Yep.
I mean, if I was in North Korea, I'd want to bomb us too. It's like, well, these people are stupid. They don't deserve to be on this earth anyway. I mean, it's not really comforting that like all those black people, all those white people, all those Mexicans, because they're doing what they're doing, whether we like it or not, they're going to represent the rest of us to other people. And that's not cool. I mean,
Nope.
Yeah.
fucking Chris smoked a fat one with my mom yesterday.
So, Shane, do you believe that there's media bias in the gaming industry?
Media bias?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, but I don't think it's the way people like assume it is. Like
What do you mean? What do you
like
think it is?
it's to me it's not a fanboy thing. It's like because I've been around a lot of media sites and stuff, none of the big ones, but big enough where if like let's say Microsoft gives them a lot of free product, then I believe their opinion is, altered because they're like, well, they did hook us up with all this stuff. I don't think it's a fanboy thing. Like, well, I like this one better, so, fuck the rest of them. I don't think it's like that. I think their opinion can be bought, in other words.
Yeah, I tried to put out a thing today saying that, like, they're not biased. Like, they're not, like, against Xbox and for PlayStation or for Nintendo, because if they were, then there would be no low-rated PlayStation games, and there would be no low-rated Nintendo games, and there would be no high-rated Xbox games. Like, it would be clear that there was a bias.
Yeah.
I said that you're just what ends up happening is y'all have a difference of opinion, and you can't handle it. And somebody responded to me talking about like the politics. I was like, well, I'm not talking about politics because there's obviously a bias there. And somebody responded to me going, so you think there's bias in one media but not the other? And I'm like, yeah, because there's actually something to gain in the political spectrum when there's nothing to gain in the gaming spectrum.
Oh God, yeah, with political, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, I was like, just look at Fox. That leans right. I said CNN, MSNBC, they lean left. They're like, there's clearly a bias in the political spectrum.
I mean, and no one tells them what they have to, report on or put out there, except for them. They pick and choose those fucking stories to fit their agenda.
And then they spin them sometimes too, like take them out of context just so that way they can either get ratings or make somebody look bad.
Like today when I was watching that live protest thing with my wife, some of those protesters were getting up in the fucking driver's side windows of these cars and yelling, I forget what they were saying, but they weren't letting these people pass. They were calling them like, you ain't going nowhere, bitch, and stuff like that. That's not going to be reported on.
Nope.
Guaranteed.
It was a peaceful. It was a peaceful protest.
Yeah, oh, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah. Gentle Giant. Hands up, don't shoot.
No one's gonna see the ugly side of it unless you watched it, happen right in front of your eyes.
Hate messages on Twitter, Chris? I don't receive those. No, not me. What was funny is when I posted like how many games I own digitally, some random person tweeted me and I got a request for a message and I went to look at it. He's like, game share? I'm like, they don't even know who the fuck you are. We're like, you have a lot of nerve asking somebody to game share with you.
I like the cut of your jib, son. uh, if I had an extra game, I'd give him one just for having the balls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, shit. The only ways these protests now can be peaceful, mixing my is if they fucking shoot the loud ones. I mean, you just shoot the motherfucker with the bullhorn, and then okay, it's a peaceful protest after that.
I was thinking shoot him with a gun.
Oh yeah, like because there's always some idiot running around with a bullhorn. Pop
Yeah.
that one in the head, then it's peaceful.
Yeah, because that one usually gets the crowd riled up.
Chris, I won't even ask you to game share. At least he knows who you are. Fuck.
Yeah, no shit. Grew to the liberals of today are just a cancer themselves.
I don't understand it myself. Like, there are so many more things they could be doing, so many more things they could be taking advantage of in fucking America. Like, they had babies in that protest today with signs on their stroller saying, "Don't shoot," little black babies. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's what it's come to?
Oh, yeah, using children to prop up your cause, yep.
Dude, it was like 5 o'clock in the evening. That kid should have been home playing with toys, watching cartoons. But instead, he's out in the hot sun because his fucking mom wants to run her mouth.
Yep. It's sad, too. How many dads were at that rally?
I actually didn't see many at all with the women that had strollers.
That's the problem with society, is that all these single-parent households.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it really fucks with a kid more than people think.
Yeah, half the time these kids don't grow up with any proper role model. Or they, as a boy grow up with only a female role model and they really don't know how to
then they become gay furries or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have enough of those, right, Cyrus?
What's funny is that it seems like most furries end up being gay, too.
There's no such thing as a straight one, as far as I know. I could be wrong. But, I mean...
Well, come on. There's probably a couple. I mean, there's an exception to every rule.
I've never met one.
And for some reason, we know a lot of furries. That was never intended.
Yeah, I really didn't want to ever know a furry.
You can't be gay and a furry. It's oxymoron.
No, because, I mean, animals are gay. They fuck each other. But we don't really need to get into the furry conversation because that's a rabbit hole I do not want to go down. It's fucking confusing as hell.
He's been there too many times. There's too many tunnels he's done. Get started. The Go Get's like, I'll send you the stats.
No, Go Get. I'm good. I'm really good. Do they actually have stats on that shit?
If it's anything like the census, that's crap. Everyone lies.
Oh, did you hear about what the census is going to start doing?
Counting illegal immigrants as citizens or something like that?
No, they're going to start asking if you're a U.S. citizen. And California, New York, and a few other states are going to sue the federal government because they said it's unconstitutional And California is like, if you don't counter undocumented immigrants, we're not going to get as much money from the federal government, and the voter turnout won't be represented. I'm like, them motherfuckers shouldn't be voting.
Right.
It's unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional for them to fucking vote. I mean, I know a quick way to solve it. Just have the federal government cut off any money to California until they get rid of the illegal immigrants, and I guarantee you, California get rid of them.
Well, we're already bankrupt, so
yeah,
we'd fucking have to. But
and now California's bankrupt with all those taxes, like it's like the highest tax state in the nation, or one of them, is beyond me, dude. It's like
unreal.
Yeah, there's a liberal. I forgot what his name is. He's a classical liberal, and he's running for office in California. And the dude, like, I'd vote for him. Like after seeing his campaign speech, I'd be like, "Yep, you're my guy." He has a lot of good points. He said that California is looked at as a progressive state, but if you go behind the scenes and look deeper, it's not progressive at all.
He's not wrong.
Nope. And nobody wants to face that truth because people that are running California think they have the moral superiority. Oh, and Uber's going to be in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Like, unless they have their accident investigated or something?
Yeah,
right?
they're actually, it's being investigated, but they found out that Uber decided to turn off the collision detection that the Volvo people who worked on the Volvo car installed the one on the Uber, and instead Uber decided to turn that off and try to test their own.
What? That's retarded.
Yep. I'd be suing the shit out of fucking Uber.
Right. And for the particular accident that they're investigating, I find it strange because it almost looks like the guy stepped in front of it to see if it would stop.
Yeah, I mean, he did definitely step in front of it, and it looked like it would be a hard way to avoid the accident, even if the driver had been paying attention, because the driver wasn't paying attention, or the person that was in the driver's seat as a fail-safe. But what's funny is that the guy that was driving doesn't even have a license because it was revoked for driving under the influence and all these different things. Like, he has a bunch of priors with driving offenses. And Uber's like, well, he passed our background check. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of background check did you do on somebody that's supposed to be your driver and he doesn't even fucking license? Like, I don't know what the hell you background check, but you didn't do much.
Self-driving cars, they're not going to work.
I want one, though, because you can just sit back and go to sleep in the car while it drives for you. It'd make going to, like from Oklahoma to Florida or Oklahoma to California a lot more peaceful because you wouldn't have to worry about shit. You just, like, lay down and snore the whole way there.
Man, I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah, I couldn't. Because, I mean, I have a hard enough time just trusting my wife driving, let alone the fucking car driving.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad my wife can't drive my car because it's a 5-speed. She can't reach the clutch. And the transmission went out in her van, so yeah, kind of glad she can't drive it on. Like, when I got insurance for it, I tried to lie to him and say I was single. I didn't want to put my wife's name on it because it would have went up pretty quick in price. Like, It didn't work though. Toward the end of the quote, they're like, "Well, you've been with us before, and I see you were married. Then are you still married?" And I slipped up and was like, "Oh, well, yeah." Shit. What kind of car
Terrible.
does your wife have, Chris? Midget fat car. Or is it one of those mini coupe things?
Midget coupe.
Yeah, Cyrus, I'm actually for self-driving semis, but I need to program them to stay in the fucking right lane.
Ah, Focus hatchback. And a different piece of
Those
shit.
are small. Yeah. It's like a step above a goat cart, just like my Honda Civic.
Hey, Honda Civics are actually kind of sort of reliable. Ford
Oh, dude, this
Focus,
shit
not
has
so
almost
much.
500,000 miles on it.
Yeah,
It
they
still
last
runs.
forever.
Yeah, yeah, you can actually get them to last. Ford Focuses, yeah, no.
500,000. That just means it's starting to be broken in.
Oh yeah, Tesla's got those electric trucks that are coming out.
Yeah, yeah. That's going to be interesting though, like an electric truck, because I mean they've only done like really small cars, and so now they're doing trucks. Well, I mean they have, of course, the semi ones, but
Yeah, the semi ones, like the driver's seat is in the middle. Have you seen that?
yeah, it's really weird. Have you seen Facebook's problem?
Oh god,
Their
they've had
stock
nothing
is
but problems
their stock has just plummeted. He lost like over $50 billion.
in a day or some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I would have like at that time like losing that much money, I'd be like committing suicide. Like it's over.
I mean, he's had like major companies and shit just delete their Facebook pages. Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
like
need it no more.
Tesla and them deleted their Facebook page.
Yep, Elon Musk did. Yep.
And there's a lot of what's it called? Advertisers pulling away from Facebook altogether.
All these other startups that are trying to be social networks, like this is their time. If they don't do something really good now, they're never gonna, because Facebook will make it out of this. I mean, maybe not in one piece, but they will make it out of this.
Oh yeah.
So these startups need to act now, or they're gonna stay where they are forever, really.
And what's funny is that he's gonna have to go in front of in Congress and testify. And they're actually making an Alexa thing. Facebook's making their own, and I'm like, after this scandal about you misusing my private information, what makes you think I'm gonna put a fucking hot mic in my phone in my house so that you can just listen to?
Yeah.
Like you can kiss my ass.
Honestly, I think Amazon will try to do something with social networking because, I mean, look, they bought Twitch and that shit's still booming. Like, it's done better now than it ever has.
Oh, yeah. And what's funny is that, what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg had a Don Matrick response. Somebody asked him a question or whatever regarding, and he's like, look, you agreed to it.
Yeah. If you don't like the way we handled it, then maybe you shouldn't have trusted us to begin with. It's like,
yeah.
Wow.
Wait. That's what Zuckerberg said?
Yeah.
Yeah, in a nutshell, yeah.
Holy
Matter of fact, one of his
shit.
exact quotes was, if you feel we've mishandled your data or something like that, then you shouldn't have signed up. I don't want to misquote it, but yeah, that's basically
it was something like that. Yeah, basically it's like it's your fault.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's not looking good for them. It looks like they're going to be in. I can almost guarantee that Facebook might actually get shut down.
Yeah.
because they're having to go in front of the UK Parliament and the Congress.
I thought Zuckerberg declined to go into the UK deal.
They're going to send 2 of the representatives that's been with the company for 15 years, and they're right underneath Mark. But the UK goes above and beyond what the US does as far as like privacy and shit and consumer protection. So I expect them to get pretty fucked over there.
Yeah, I was reading about that. But if Facebook got shut down in the UK, I mean, at the end
it
of
would kill
day,
the site. Yeah, it would kill the site. What's crazy though is, oh shit, what was it? Is that like this isn't even speculation? This is actually there's actual proof that they were complicit in it and even helped Obama win the election. I mean, we're talking about Russian meddling, and fuck, they actually openly meddled in the 2008 and 2012 election.
That's a federal crime, isn't it?
Yep.
Minds.com.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely other sites are going to start popping up and like starting to get a larger user base because of this. And there's people leaving YouTube and starting to upload on Pornhub. And
there's BitChute too, and a couple others.
Yeah, what's funny though is I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna go, start uploading my videos to Pornhub. As I can just see me telling my wife, I promise, babe, I'm just here for the article.
There's some comments I need to go over. It's okay. There's still Daily Motion. Like, actually, I got an interesting email the other day. I was offered Daily Motion MCN, and my cut would be 50% of whatever I make through this company. And yeah, it comes with verification and all that stuff. I still have some more reading to do on it, but it looked kind of interesting.
Oh, well. But what's
yeah.
sad, though, right now, you're not going to earn anything.
Exactly.
No, what's funny is that Facebook will put ads on your damn video, and they'll make money off of you, but they're not going to allow you to make money. What's up, Halo Storm? And no, I have never been to Cornhub. And I just don't seem to have any inkling to go to it. I don't even go to Pornhub because I just don't need porn. If I want to fuck, I'll just go wake my wife up and say, let's fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, I don't know, why watch a video? You can
I mean, you're married. I mean, you can, for the most part, if you're in a good marriage, like there's no need for porn at all.
I actually know a lot of couples that have a no porn rule. They're like, if you want it, just come to me. Don't bother looking at other people.
Yeah, and there's some that have a porn rule, like to where they watch together if they watch.
Yeah.
And there was one guy, I guess, that they were trying to figure out if he was considered cheating. And see, I don't consider like looking at porn cheating, but this guy was actually watching a live stream thing to where he was talking back and forth with this woman and then masturbating with her. And to me, that's cheating.
Yeah.
Because you're like actively pursuing a relationship, even though it's an internet relationship, but you're pursuing an intimacy with somebody else.
Yeah, no, that's definitely cheating.
Yeah, Halo Storm, that's what I said. Looking at porn itself isn't cheating. It makes no sense of why you would need to, but...
No, what he's saying is Halo is the dude that was like video chatting with someone masturbating with him. That's cheating. Yeah,
I mean, like, and the woman, I guess, found messages like where he was actually having private conversations with her about his marriage problems.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah, he went full on with the fucking like a sort of like a relationship type with this woman, and he was like, "Babe, it's not cheating." Like, yeah, it is, motherfucker.
It doesn't, like, cheating doesn't just like start or stop at physical touching.
No, it actually.
And
I
if
mean, you can cheat without ever having sex with somebody.
you can cheat without leaving your house, and if you think
Yep.
different, Halo, wait until you've been in a relationship for a long time.
An actual real relationship, and I mean, if you start confiding in somebody else, another woman, instead of confiding in your wife, that's a form of cheating too, because it's an emotional cheat.
Yeah. You don't understand that kind of shit's like Christmas for women. They want to hear your problems. You give someone else their Christmas, you're done.
Yep. I'm getting a lot of people commenting on my post in these trophy groups about that quick platinum.
You did one puzzle and all the trophies from the game popped, right?
Yeah, and the one puzzle, like there's the solution is actually on YouTube and all. I mean, I didn't even have to look at the damn game. I just looked at the YouTube and there's like all the different arrows that you push on the D-pad, and you just finish that little thing, and next thing you know, every trophy pops.
What did you pay for that game?
99. It's 99 pence. It's only in the EU store.
So like $1.10,
Yes.
$1.15.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had some money because whenever I bought this Pop Funko figure here in America and shipped it to Europe, because this guy wanted to get it for his son, and he just bought some PSN cards for me and sent me the code. And I've been like, the money's still sitting on my account there, so I just like, when I saw it was 99 cents basically, I was like, hell yeah, I'm getting this thing for sure.
Bad Rambo.
And that's not bad. Somebody
Okay.
commented, like, made the post and said, not too bad for a less than 1 minute platinum. And I was like, less than 1 minute? What? And he showed me his thing, and he got his in 16 seconds. Like,
Holy shit.
it only counts like from whenever the very first trophy popped to the last trophy. So that it took his only 16 seconds to pop all the trophies. Mine, it took 26 seconds. I was like, hell yeah.
Was it a lot of trophies and a platinum, or were you just doing
Let me
it
see
for
how many
platinum?
trophies it was, because well, it's 11 gold, 2 silver, and 1 platinum. But it boosted me into trophy level 34.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm in the top 10,000 in the country for my, or not in the country, but the world for my trophy rank, and the top 2,500 for my country.
Shit.
Yep, I'm like enjoying the shit of that. And I only have one more trophy on Burnout Paradise before I get that platinum. I'm just gonna boost it with my son real quick.
What do you have to do for the trophy?
I do 10 online matches,
That's it?
and what's crazy though is like you go in like on Burnout Paradise, when you go in, you can either only go into somebody's not like just in the open room that has in there, and then or you can create your own and just wait for people to join. But every time I create my own, like I'll sit there and drive around for probably about 30 minutes and nobody ever joins. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll go join somebody else's. But the only person that can start missions is the first person that created the room. So everybody else is just kind of like waiting around for the first person to do it. And you can never, like, if they're, I mean, I was in some things for like an hour, and these people would they were just fucking around. They would never start a mission. And I'm like, damn it, I want to get this fucking trophy, and nobody's fucking doing missions. And then I hopped in one lobby where the 6 guys, there's only lobbies of 8. When I hopped in there, since there was a guy that didn't have a mic, they were all just ganging up and just wrecking him over and over and over and over and over again until he left the room. And then they decided to come after me even because I couldn't talk that loud because the baby was asleep. But they said something about Rambo, and I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And he goes, "Well, you don't get to pick your. You don't sound like your name, so we're gonna kill you or whatever." And they just kept trying their best to wreck me, and so I just left the server. I was like, "Fuck," because it's not. I mean, I was spending the majority of my time just with Turbo One and racing around the city, just to keep them from hitting me. It was just got redundant and boring as hell.
And was like, "This is why I fucking hate online gaming."
Yep. And Sea of Thieves is just as bad as because they actually have the brig, and the players can well, there was one of the writers of our website that as soon as he logged in and hopped on a boat with somebody, they locked him in the brig, and you can't get out unless they decide to let you out. And he said he spent an hour or two while they just in the brig while they just danced around in front of him. They basically made it Griefer's paradise.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't designed very well.
Didn't they fix that with the patch when they broke the game?
Nope. Nope, it's still a Griefer's paradise.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it's insane.
I've had a few people on my friends list send me invites to the Sea of Thieves game because it shows I have it or whatever. I'm like, nope, sorry. You come play fucking whatever I'm playing with me. I'm like, nope.
Terrible.
So I got the new South Park Fractured Butthole DLC.
Oh, you did?
Yep, it's pretty good so far. I don't think it has any achievements in it, but so far it's really good.
That's weird.
Yeah, I think it just needs to be updated or something. But from what I see, even in the achievement list, there's none in there. There's secret ones. Maybe they'll pop, throughout the deal. But the whole thing so far is in a Mexican restaurant called Casa Bonita. So it's adds another class and everything. It's not bad for $11. I mean,
yeah, I bought the gold edition, so I'll just download it. That reminds me, I'll just go in the store right now and make sure I purchase it or download it or whatever. The thing is, I buy all these season passes and then I never remember to go back and check to see if they have any content.
Ryan, as far as I know, Sony does reward you for trophies now.
Yep. Yeah, I got, what is it? $150 sitting in my Sony rewards account for nothing but trophies.
When they cancel that program, it will be because of Rambo.
I'll be depressed whenever they cancel it.
He's in a
Really,
full
so
house
sad.
with brand new Sony TVs and Blu-ray players. And
they have all these 55-inch 4K OLEDs, and they're like, gosh. Somebody comes in like, man, you have a lot of money. They're like, nope, just have a lot of time.
and a fucking backlog that goes for years.
Yeah.
So there's this article on this gaming blog.
Fun.
Why safety tools are important to me.
What?
Why safety tools are important to me.
And you said this is a gaming website? Or
Yep.
a gaming blog? the fuck
this,
does that have to do with gaming?
yeah, this is what he calls safety tools. X card. This tool is a card on the table that any player can touch to indicate that some content in a scene is breaking safety for them and that we should move on.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Not that. Oh, these people, man.
Yep.
Oh dear God.
This is all about like D&D and how they've got to make the game safe.
Oh God. Fucking cringe.
Right? The support flower.
That is fucking crazy.
You need fucking safe words for playing D&D.
Yep.
We're getting to a part that's going to trigger me. Please, if you kill me, I will be triggered. So I get to have that
So like
pass.
Kevin Hart says, pineapples, bitch, pineapples. That's a safe word.
Fucking A, man. These. Oh, somebody said that. Somebody made a tweet today that was like, alpha males are like God's way of trying to make something and then being imperfect. So the beta males are actually like the perfect male in progress. And I'm like, no, bitch. Like fucking alpha males are what you're supposed to be. No damn beta cucks.
Well, betas will do whatever they want. That's why they're perfect to them.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, they like cucked out to these women. JC, so there was some guy that said why the Marvel Cinematic Universe needs to get rid of Iron Man because Iron Man is the epitome of toxic masculinity.
Yeah, that's what I think too every time I see Iron Man in a movie.
I was like, you are a fucking beta male.
Wow.
All these people with self-hate.
That really is what it is too, huh?
Yeah,
they
like,
hate
if you
that.
hate yourself that much, just fucking kill yourself.
They hate that they're not strong enough or good looking enough or whatever it is, and so they've got to tear everybody else down.
No, Chris, I'm good. I've seen too many beta males, and they just irritate the fuck out of me.
They really do. I mean, they don't have that much of a purpose. Yeah.
Hey, come on. If beta males didn't exist, then all those cam horror Twitch streamers, they'd be out of jobs and shit.
Yeah, it's like job security for them.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Twitch is now paying them, so.
That's the insane part.
Yeah.
Dude, that ninja guy makes $500,000 a month playing Fortnite. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's just from subs, but he actually makes like close to $1 million from like deals and everything else. I could handle making $1 million a month.
Right?
I know, right? A month.
How about a couple G's a month?
Yeah,
I'd
but
be
I mean,
good
$1
with
million,
that.
like you could just play until like Fortnite becomes to the point of it's boring for your audience, and you start losing subs and stuff, and then just quit and be like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, if he's smart with his money after a year of playing Fortnite or so, he'd never need to work ever.
Yep. But the taxes will hit him like really hard in the very beginning.
Yeah.
But still, I think I could handle like ending the year with about $12 million and then paying taxes on it and like end up with about $6 million.
Somewhere there, yeah.
That's a pretty decent a year's salary for playing video games.
Right.
And I'm sure I could actually live up to $6 million and never never have to worry about, uh, getting any other kind of money.
Well, shit, most people don't make $1 million in their lifetime.
Yeah, and this motherfucker is doing it in a month.
So,
To me though, he is like one of the best Fortnite players. Like that dude's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, he is entertaining.
Yeah. And I'm not a person that likes to watch anybody live stream either. And wouldn't you agree with me? I mean, usually I would say this is not right, but since I played the CFC's beta and alpha for over a year, and the only thing they really added was the three factions and the Kraken, or the Tentacles, wouldn't you think it's fair to say that if I watched the rest of that stuff, like what they were doing on Twitch, that I could have enough information to form an opinion on the game?
well, if that's all they added, yeah.
Yeah, that's all they added. Somebody told me,
I don't
well,
see
you
why
can't.
You need to buy it to have an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said you can't form an opinion if you haven't played it. And I'm like, but I did play, for a solid year. They were like, yeah, but you haven't played since they added the content. I'm like, but there's just no fucking content. Like I've seen every bit of the content. Well, you have to experience it. And I'm like, so I have to be bored? Like that's a requirement. Like you must be bored before you can. Yeah, that's what we need to start calling it, Cyrus. It's the Lacken, not the Kraken. And the number of people trying to justify that game. Well, it's okay. I know it's $60, but it'll get better over time. I'm like, dude, you spent $60 on that. Like,
so when it gets better, then I'll get it.
Yeah, I mean, when it gets better, it might be worth the $60. But right now, like, you should be, trying to hold them accountable, because the more you give them a pass now, the more that Microsoft and all these other studios are going to think, hey, this is okay. We can release a 10% of a game and just call it good. It's just a bad precedent for any games coming forward.
It's true.
And it says a lot that a game that has no fucking content and is a game as a service is the fastest new IP out of, and like all their other IPs that actually had content and were actually fun didn't sell well enough. Like their fucking fan base or their install base is just fucking stupid. Like, let's not support Quantum Break and Rise and Sunset Overdrive, but let's support the hell out of Sea of Thieves. Go get what the hell is the heart event?
I don't know.
Yeah, go get what?
And Crap Gamer called it the best new IP this generation. And that's across, he said that's across PC, PS4, Nintendo, and Xbox. The Sea of Thieves beats out any other new IP. And I'm like, no, there ain't no fucking way.
Oh, if he actually stands behind that, then I better be able to look at his profile and see that he's played the shit out of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, no shit. You know who K Mega is, right?
He's on my friends list.
Yeah, he was in Bang Bang, and he has all of his achievements privated, and somebody was calling him out on it, and he posted his actual stats, and he's only done fucking 3 missions.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, y'all are all hyping this game up, talking about how great it is, and y'all ain't even fucking playing it.
I mean, that is pretty fucking common with people nowadays. It's sad.
That's sad,
true.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, I'm so ready for fucking God of War.
Borderlands 3 is going to get revealed.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
I did love Borderlands 2.
I think it's about time that, like, you know, they're touching base on Borderlands 3.
Yep. And somebody said that they think it's going to be, since they said it was going to be like on the June 10th or whatever, and that's the same day that Microsoft's event's on. So it was going to be that Microsoft E3,
Is it going to be an exclusive? Yeah, right.
and or that they were going to have a marketing deal. And I'm like, at this point in the game, a third party would be stupid to partner with Microsoft instead of Sony, with Sony having like almost triple the amount of consoles out there in the market. What's up, Neverland?
Banned from PlayStation Home for trolling.
Who?
Chris.
Dude, PlayStation Home really was a.
It was a dating simulator.
Yeah, it's kind of a joke. Like on PS3, I used to mess around with it just for laughs, but it was only like when you felt like playing nothing else and you were just bored out of your mind.
I went in there like a couple of times and to see what it was about, and all you could hear was people talking about fucking somebody else, and
Or they come
I'm like,
see
dear
their
God,
cool
y'all are,
apartment.
yeah, a bunch of lonely fuckers.
Yeah, right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
It's like everybody in this fucking room needs to get laid. I'm enjoying the hell out of Far Cry 5, though.
PC Building Simulator is out on Steam.
Oh, dear God. Why does Steam allow so much shovelware?
It's actually kind of funny though.
And I'm sure it will sell because I really don't understand PC gamers. Like, I know PC gamers like indies as a consensus, but that's just fucking ridiculous.
Well, I guess because if you can't afford to get a video card in the real world, you could always just do it in the game.
I got a beast fucking computer, man. Dual 1080 Ti's. Where is it at? On my game.
uh,
Yeah, Chris, I know you're a little bad. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep on posting like shit from Far Cry 5 and tagging you every time. Make you really want it. And then when God of War comes out, it's definitely I'm gonna record the whole fucking thing and just keep sending it to you.
Comprehensive hardware and software simulation. You can simulate software in your software. Oh, fuck. Steam game. Well, that's okay. So can you emulate Steam inside?
Inside Steam.
No. And then can you play a game? So can you be playing a Steam game inside the the game
Like
that's
I hear you,
inside Steam?
I hear you like Steam. So I gave you Steam, a little bit of Steam, and with some more Steam, and on top of Steam, and in Steam.
Uh,
Fucking crazy.
uh,
It just shows that people will buy fucking anything and make fucking anything.
Although it could be like Goat Simulator, where it's actually kind of
Oh
fun.
yeah.
It says it's got you uh you like fix issues and shit. So I guess like they'll like you'll do some shit where like something will go wrong and you've got to diagnose it or something. Like okay, maybe there's something to that, but yeah, I'm never gonna buy it.
Okay, sorry. I have a severe one sock problem. I'm sure you guys have it too. Like, you take your socks off.
What?
A one sock problem. You ever wake up with just one sock on? You can never find the other one.
I can't say that I do.
I don't go to sleep
for
with
real?
socks on.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, I don't.
I think it might be you.
I don't normally sleep with socks on either. But when I do, like, I wake up and I have one on, and then I can never find the other one. So, in this case, I took my socks off like an hour ago, and I set them down. They were still clean. I barely even wore them. And I went back, and only one of them was there. So I was like, shit, and I had to go get a new pair. It's, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have that problem. I sleep in socks, so.
Yes, Dark Phoenix, the one sock problem. You wake up and, like, it's always half of something that gets fucked up. Like, you got one, like, pajama pant leg, like, pulled all the way up, and the other one's fine, or, like, one side of your hair is messed up, and the other side is fine, and one sock
What the
is
fuck
missing.
how the hell do you sleep? Like, you're a violent sleeper.
I'm not a
God.
I do roll around a lot. I've fallen off, like, from the time I was a kid. Like, I fell off the top bunk in my room when I was asleep. Like, rolled right off of it and, like, didn't even wake up when I hit the ground.
Yeah, that happened to me a few times. Well, it doesn't happen to me now, though. I don't roll off the bed or anything.
I got drunk one time, rolled off the couch in my sleep, fell through a coffee table, woke up with magazines stuck to me and shit. Didn't even faze me. Oh, your wife put you against the wall too? Yeah, that seems to be the spot they never want.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
The wall is nice and cool.
Yeah, it's got something to do with, like, well, they got to work harder to get out of bed or some shit like that. I'm like, you do you, and I'll just put a pillow in this corner right here, and yeah, you get to sit up and watch TV in bed while you lay down. Or, like, you ever fall asleep with a zip up hoodie on and, like, wake up and one arm is out of it? That happens to me a lot too.
Oh, looks
Rambo's like, no, I sleep just fine. I'm like, okay.
Looks like somebody has come up with Ethereum compatible ASIC miners.
Like special graphics cards for that?
Well, no, like actual separate shit, like
Like a separate system?
the little boxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's compatible with ethash, which is the hashing algorithm used by Ethereum. So they're gonna start putting those out, and that could completely change the video card market,
I hope it does. Like, I hope these video cards get back to normal prices.
right? It'll actually probably be a lot cheaper. So that should fucking help. So just hold on if you need one. There'll be used cards as far as the eye can see.
Oh, hell yeah.
Probably buy like 3 or 4 for cheaper than what one would cost you.
Oh, I know what happens when you sleep in boxers, Chris. Don't worry. It's an unspoken thing. You don't even have to say it. Especially the ones that are missing the button up front. Yep, shit happens.
Hey guys, Julio or Metal Gear Ops wants to be dragged in.
Yeah, I got him.
What's up, Meng? You unmuted him, right, Pete?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Julio.
Bro, it really ain't. Like, you can kill someone with it. If it was detachable, you take it off and beat him to death with it.
With what?
Morning wood.
Oh.
Fucking Metro in the chat. Metro, Cyrus doesn't understand furries. Because you guys want to fuck
Jesus.
animals that technically are not real. Like Mickey Mouse and shit like that. So, or anatransformic or whatever the fuck they're called. Metal Gear Ops, you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What up?
What up?
Just noticed it. No, you're just replaying Red Dead Redemption.
It's a good game.
Oh yeah. Can't wait for part 2.
Didn't that get pushed back to like next year?
I don't know anything about that.
I think Rambo knows, like, because PlayStation's got that marketing deal with them, I think.
No, Red Dead's coming out in like September, October. I think it's October.
Oh, okay.
He said it got pushed. So I don't know.
No, it didn't get pushed. It got pushed from last year till they confirmed the dates, like in October or November or whatever, and it's confirmed that day is
Oh.
coming out.
Go. Go.
Yeah, go get. That's what I said. Like Anima, Transformers, Optimus Prime type shit. Yep, that's exactly what I said.
Optimus Prime says trans.
Well, yeah, he's got some issues. You know, he can't figure out which one he wants to be. So
I know Megatron is confused. It was he was a gun originally, then he became a tank. What was it? And then a jet. It's like I know you're confused, Megatron. We're here to help. You know, Optimus is there to help. So, I still haven't tried out Sea of Thieves.
From
Just
my understanding, you're not missing anything.
well, because I'm not really a pirate guy, so I don't have that much interest in it. If it was a ninja game, that would be a different story.
Well, ninjas are way better than pirates.
Well, the
Exactly.
joke is that it was never meant to be a game. Just Microsoft were showing you that they were the ultimate pirate because they stole all your money.
Oh, I see now. Okay.
They
That's
played
why
the
you said
ult-
earlier.
they played the ultimate troll.
Well, you spent $60. I didn't. Thanks to Xbox Game Pass.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Fuck spending $60 on games like that anymore. $9.99 a month. I'm good.
This is why I don't buy games new anymore. I just can't. Wait. Just wait till
Well,
they're $30 on Steam or whatever.
No, basically, you know, same like EA or Origin Access, EA Access, same deal. You know,
What's
just wait
funny
a year. Just wait a year, and they'll be free on EA Access. Mass Effect Andromeda is now in the vault, so there you go. Just spend like $5 for the month, and breeze through Andromeda, and there you go.
Shit, what am I trying to say?
Sorry. I'm talking about spending $6.
There's a lot of people that are buying Far Cry 5 now because of Polygon's review. Like they're all like, Polygon hated it, that means I'm gonna love it, and I gotta buy it.
They're not wrong.
No, it's like everybody judges like, well, shit, did Polygon give it a good rating? Never mind, I'll skip it.
I saw that. Yeah, someone's like, "Wow, these you guys hate it. I'm gonna buy it."
And what's funny is that Slate magazine and Eurogamer kind of talked about the black people in there, saying there's too many of them.
Yeah,
not
that's
racist.
I
And
haven't
I'm
played
like-
it yet. I haven't played
I'm
it
like,
yet.
dear
but
God, like,
Well, why?
Can you not?
Do you have-
like, people can't win.
Is it because you're killing too many of them?
No, because it's in Montana and that's notoriously a white country, so it doesn't make sense to have a bunch of black people in it. And I'm like, but you slated
Bohemia-
fucking KCD for not having black people, even though it doesn't make sense to have them in there.
Yeah, like Bohemia is a predominantly white country, and they're like, "There's not enough people of color." Are you retarded? I don't get it. These people, they don't know what they want or what they're talking about.
Well, it's never good enough. It doesn't matter what it is.
Oh yeah,
No.
There's always got to be something to bitch about.
yeah, because
No.
it's just a fucking video game. It's not that fucking serious. These people want like people to create video games based on our lives as we live in it. I'm like, how fun would that be to live your life and then play a game based on your life?
Fucking boring as shit.
Like, yeah, like you would never get like you play games to break away from the like reality and get lost in the world and whatever and like having fun. But how much fun would it be to play a fucking game based on the shit that's happening in your life already? I'm like, it's
Well,
just,
what was that game where you're a Hispanic cleaning lady? And that's the whole game, is you going around cleaning, like
it's called Serial Cleaner, ain't it?
something like that. I can't.
No. Serial Cleaner? No. No, that one's different.
Yeah, I
Serial Cleaner, you're going around like trying not to get spotted, but cleaning up blood
Clean up that body.
Oh no, yeah, that's not this one. No, this one's. It was made by, I don't think it was Brianna Wu, but it was one of like her buddies,
Oh, then you know
And
it's a shit game.
yeah, but yeah, that was the whole game. Is you're a cleaning lady and you go around cleaning this office of this white guy, and that apparently was part of it. Was that he was a white guy and you're a Mexican lady or whatever. Oh man, but yeah, that's the kind of games they say they want.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, Brianna Wu made a tweet that said, "Thank you, Ubisoft, for making a white supremacist simulator." And she posted pics like talking about Far Cry 5, and then posted pics of the Charlottesville rally. And I'm like, dear God,
I
you're a
just would have
fucking
tweeted
idiot.
back, "You're welcome." I mean,
Uh.
fuck you. You're fucking welcome. I mean,
No, I just find it totally funny. It makes me wonder if developers make a game where it takes place in like Themyscira, where it's all women, Amazons, and if feminists will come out and be like, there's too many women in here, I will laugh. I'll just be like, are you no, log off the internet, please. Oh my god.
watch them
Log
go like
off.
Zoo Tycoon and be like, "You know what? There's not enough tigers in here. This is too lion heavy in this bitch." Like,
Then put fucking tigers.
Be like, Tigers' lives matter.
and I don't see one Black Panther, so it's fucking racist.
Jesus. Yeah, these people. I don't know what these people want anymore.
Control.
Christ, man.
Well,
Well,
Chris,
that
mean
part is obvious.
I don't mean an actual like video game based on your life, but a video game based around all the news shit that's happening in today's time. Like, would you want to play a game where you're hearing people like having feminists talking about men are scum, and people telling you need to address them by the proper pronoun, and like I'd just be like, oh, I'm turning that game off. I would never have bought it. I'd be like, nope.
Oh yeah, I saw a couple of things on Instagram. There's some headlines. I saw on Instagram. Let me find it. I don't know if you watched this show, Roseanne.
Oh, I love Roseanne, but I haven't watched the new ones yet.
Roseanne, yeah. I saw this headline.
Are the new ones
Roseanne's.
Yeah, they
Roseanne's-
started this past Tuesday.
Roseanne's pro-Trump reboot draws massive audience for a politically charged premiere.
Well, Roseanne
Yeah.
hates Trump in real
No.
life, but
No, she don't. Roseanne voted for Trump.
really?
Yeah, she's been a very vocal supporter of Trump.
Oh, wait a minute. Never mind.
You're,
Yeah,
you're thinking about Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell, yeah,
Yeah, they kind of look the same. Yeah.
they do
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, except one's a bitch and one's funny.
And I basically made a comment like, it's almost as if people got tired of being demonized and being called Nazis, misogynists, and all that shit, just because they didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. February donations to NRA triple as celebrities, establishment, media attacks. That's another one. And this one is too funny. Couple with identity disorders who have over 400 personalities between them reveal they sometimes go a day without eating because their child alter egos don't know how to cook. I wonder if those 400 personalities are the fake genders that they come up with.
Let's go get level of stupid.
Come on now, let's not pick on it.
Hey, Chris. It's sad when PUBG on Xbox has more content than Sea of Thieves.
Ow.
I mean, he's not wrong.
So, PC Master Race the game. How much is that?
It's on sale for $17.99 right now.
Wait, that's an actual game?
It's not PC Master Race, but it's PC
Building simulator.
Building
Yeah,
Simulator.
that's a joke. Yeah.
Well, you never know nowadays, so I had to ask.
He's not wrong.
But we're trying to figure out, once you build your computer, can you actually emulate Steam inside of Steam and play a Steam game on Steam within Steam?
In VR mode.
With Steam money.
Yeah.
With Steam money.
Like, you put the VR on, and then your character in the game puts the VR helmet on. You're playing VR inside of VR and Steam inside of Steam inside of Steam. Like, it's a never-ending loop. Like, your character in the game is actually building a computer, and his character in his game is actually building a computer, and it just keeps going and going infinitely.
Is it like a tutorial of the game or some shit? That's what it looked like. A little bit of what I've seen.
I don't think I'd trust the game to teach me how to build a computer.
And why?
Or furniture.
If
Or
you're
furniture.
building
There's
the
that
com-
IKEA game.
Yeah, exactly.
There's that IKEA game.
There's an
Why the fuck
IKEA
would
game?
You have a game to teach you how to
Yeah,
build a
there's-
computer when you're building a computer to play the game.
Yeah, there's an IKEA. There's an IKEA game. You make furnitures. I thought it was pretty funny.
Well, Shane, I mean, we've proven that people will buy anything and make anything.
Pretty much.
But you
That's
couldn't play the game until you built your computer.
Yeah, I know, but somehow people were like, "Oh, well, that sounds interesting," and they'll buy it.
Wouldn't it make more sense than releasing on console, so the console peasants can build imaginary PC for $20?
Ah, man. Too much. Consoles can't handle that.
What you can do is you can like look, I can build an Xbox One X equivalent for $20.
Rambo would platinum it, so I mean,
Yeah.
Rambo will probably buy 6 PS4 Pros just to build imaginary PCs.
you'd hook them all together.
Get Dark Phoenix that Linus Tech Tips where he did 12 gamers, 1 CPU or something like that. That was actually pretty damn impressive.
What was it?
He did like 12 gamers, 1 CPU or something like that, or 12 gamers, 1 PC.
Was it like
No.
was it his Threadripper system or whatever?
I think so, yeah. Like
Yeah.
where he had like 12 screens simultaneously playing something else off of one, something different on each one off of one computer.
Is that supposed to be the new 2 Girls 1 Cup?
No.
Okay, good. That would have been weird. Where's my fucking...
So PUBG update, PC update number 8. One of the solutions we are considering is operating servers that only those players who reside in that region can connect and play. These servers will be made invisible to players residing in other regions.
Well, how about that?
So they're gonna finally add regional games.
I guess.
They said, well, what's his
what are they
name?
doing?
Region
Brendan
locking.
Brendan Green said it wasn't possible.
It's possible, and the only way that you could play with people outside of your region would be if you guys partied up before you go on the server.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that due to VPNs, they couldn't do they would never be able to like implement that. So they went with ping-based matchmaking.
Well, like, wouldn't I get that VPNs like raise a problem for that, but it would still, like, the people that cheat, 90% of them are probably not smart enough to use a VPN to connect somewhere else. So you'd still get rid of a fat chunk of the cheaters.
Yeah, and you still have a better experience. But I mean, I can imagine what it's like to go on and the whole team is Chinese and they can't understand a lick of English. And you're like trying to talk to them and get help, and they're like,
Yeah, with fucking Overwatch. If I see too many Chinese names in Overwatch, I'm like, I'm done.
I'm out. I'm out.
yeah, Ryan, I agree. Having the world's most powerful console is like being the world's tallest midget.
Something to be proud of.
What's up, Retro?
You know Chinese word. You understand Chinese? You speak Chinese? Yes, I do. Cocksucker! Cocksucker!
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, is that, like, I mean, Next Gen has been saying it pretty much on point. Is he's got the world's most powerful console, and you've got basically Sea of Thieves to compare to God of War. And he's like,
yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's not a fair comparison.
I paid $500 to play cartoon games, and while these people, the other people are getting a game on the base hardware that looks better than the Xbox One X version of, their first party IPs.
First off, you don't need to spend $500 for Sea of Thieves. Get one.
He's talking about the console.
Yeah, I assume the One X.
Yeah.
You don't need to just get a One S for $300.
He didn't buy the One X.
Whatever.
He already had the One X.
I still think it's kind of dumb. Comparing Sea of Thieves to God of War.
They were only comparing the graphics.
Oh, the graphics. Oh, okay. Because I remember there was another one. People complain about lack of content for Sea of Thieves, but they praise Shadow Colossus, which also have less content.
Shadow of the Colossus has more content than Sea of Thieves.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh shit! Here we go. Round one. Ding ding ding. ding.
It's got a
Keener, be quiet.
For one thing, it's got a story, so it's got a narrative to follow. You got 16 colossi to slay, and you have to approach each one differently with a different strategy. While Sea of Thieves has 3 quests.
But you can repeat them, Rambo.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody said, well, you can blow other people up, and I'm like, that's not fucking content.
My thing is the reason why I said it was. I told him, I said it was an unfair comparison because Shadow Colossus is, to me, is an art game. It's an art, interactive art, basically. Sea of Thieves is supposed to be a cooperative, open, more open world or. Exploration and all that shit. I don't know. I still haven't played it, so I wouldn't know.
Well, then you can't form an opinion on it according to Rambo.
Not according to me. According to other people that told me I can't.
I've seen some footages, streams or whatever. Watch my brother play it a bit, so I have an idea. That's it. I'm gonna see if I play it tomorrow.
Have fun with that.
Oh shit.
It's just I don't know. I don't understand why. Microsoft seems to be going the route of Nintendo. All their games since Gears of War 4 have been cartoony.
Yeah.
I'm playing a game called Comic Jumper right now, so I really can't argue with you, Rambo.
Yeah,
You're playing a game what?
Yeah,
Called what?
Called Comic Jumper. So I really can't argue with you right now. I'm a fucking emoji superhero, so keep going.
What the fuck is a comic jumper?
I don't know. I found it on Game Pass. Don't judge.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah, I remember Comic Jumper. If it's the same one I'm thinking about. Yeah, emoji superhero. Yeah, that's that one. Oh my god.
Cyrus,
Yeah.
my Chinese sound like a pack of emus. Oh, I like that, Ryan. Xbox went full retard.
The only Microsoft game I can think of. Let's see. You have Halo, you have Gears of War, and Forza. Yeah, those three games. You have talking about like games looking cartoony. You have Crackdown, which I don't know if it looks cartoony, but doesn't exactly look the best either. You have Fable. Fable look ugly.
Okay, telling Rambo like the weetard joke, thank you. You're just feeding his fire. And I don't know if you're Facebook friends with him, but now I got to see that on my feed.
It's a Crackdown, Fable.
I can start calling Shane and Brim a retard.
Brim doesn't play games anymore. He plays his 2DS.
Oh, well, he really is a retard then.
Like, he works so much he can't. Like, it sucks.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
schedule is fucking terrible.
It's not that it's more than 40 hours. It's just the time that it is.
Yeah,
Like,
the time frame just, like, you can't, I mean, by the time he wakes up, he's basically going to work, working all day, or working all night, coming home, doing, whatever for a little bit, and then going to bed and doing it all over again. I would hate that fucking schedule.
we're not talking shit on him, Cyrus. So you can take it to a new level? I mean, I know you're curious and perplexed about the furry thing, but you don't need to, like, take your anger out on us. No.
So we start calling you not Stonesy?
He's not Cyrus.
Yeah, you're not Cyrus?
Eat a Snickers.
Chris,
I
I
mean-
would definitely take my Pro with me too if I traveled, especially if I traveled alone. I tried talking my wife into letting me take it when we go like on vacation, but she's like, "Nope, you're gonna spend time with us." And I'm like, "But why? I all I can do is sit there and watch y'all." Well, it's the fact that you're there. And I'm like, "Fuck if I wanted to sit and watch people."
I'm still there when I'm playing video games. I don't, like, disappear.
I'm like right here,
Like what's funny is we were in a fucking candy store the other day, and the kids were picking out candy, and I'm standing there just waiting for them to get done, and I started looking at my phone. She goes, "You can't go anywhere without looking at your phone." I'm like, "We're standing in a fucking candy store." I was like, "The kids are out, walking around shopping. What am I supposed to do? Fucking watch them shop?" Yeah, that you could do that. I'm like, no. Like, how much fucking fun is that? Like, okay, I'm just watching my kids walk around a fucking candy shop.
Dude, like, honestly, you want to know, like, a little secret? If your phone breaks or you don't have one, life gets a lot better. Like, my 1-year-old daughter, dipped my phone in a cup of my wife's coffee, like, I want to say 4 or 5 months ago. Best 4 or 5 months of my marriage so far. I'm not even kidding. I haven't even replaced the phone.
Yeah, my wife
Well,
was
that's
like,
just stupid.
"You in those Facebook groups?" And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Don't you ever get tired of talking about games?" I'm like, "Not really."
Like,
Yeah, not really.
my wife has stuff wrong with her, and I'm sure your wife has some stuff wrong with her, like she hurts off and on or whatever. Like, and I don't mean to change the subject. Well, it's not really changing it.
Well, you kind of do if you're like purposely doing things.
No, because it's not really changing it. It's just
Oh,
adding
okay.
to it.
Okay.
Like, I wish I could put my wife in my shoes for just like a little bit.
Yeah, that's what they understand.
Then she would see like that video game is like really all I have,
yeah,
other than my family. Like,
yeah, same
So-
here. I'd like to like let them experience like what I experience every day, and then they would understand why I found something that can occupy my time and my mind.
I mean, my 9-year-old daughter gets it a little better than most adults do.
Yeah, thank you.
Gotta talk to my wife about games when my wife is shopping for panties and or lotion. Dude, no, I enjoy going shopping with her for that.
I don't
I
because
mean-
it's like a fucking hour-long ordeal.
Well,
I'm like, for God's sake, just pick up some fucking panties and a bra and let's fucking go.
no. Come on, that's fun to
should-
shop with them for that.
No, that's
You
not,
should-
man.
Yeah, I'm
You
good.
should see me at GameStop. You should see me at GameStop. I sometimes take like half an hour just wandering the shelves.
Oh shit, man! Like my wife, whenever I go to GameStop or Best Buy, like she walks like close to me, and every time I start to talk to a rep or whatever, she's like, "Okay, we gotta go." Like she's trying to rush me around to something else because I'll sit there. And one time I got lost in a conversation, was like there for 2 hours, and I hadn't even fucking looked. I was just sitting there having a conversation about games or whatever.
Dude, I won't go into GameStop or a place like that when I'm out with my wife for like, cause she makes it uncomfortable. Like, it's like I just want to go in there and look, and she's like, "What? You don't know what you want?" No. They have new stuff all the time. I want to look, so she'll follow me around and go, "Well, this is cool. You gonna get this? Hey, we gotta go." Like, okay.
It is a good thing though. Like if you're trying to get a game and you don't really want to ask her, she'll just say, "Just get it and let's go." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Walked out with the game and I didn't. I didn't have to argue about it at all.
I don't know why I take forever. It's even worse at Best Buy.
Did you
because-
see the Infinite Retro said, can he put tattoo a save slot 2 on his wife's bumhole?
Oh shit.
Wait,
That's a
what?
good idea. And my wife loves tattoos. Like she's actually looking to get a Harley Quinn one.
Yeah, mine
So-
mine does too. I'm gonna ask her about that tomorrow.
Although I really don't want another guy tattooing her there. Like,
Yeah, I'll tattoo her.
yeah, like Amazon sells these kits because my wife, when we were teenagers, had her nipples pierced, and she ended up taking them out. The holes closed or whatever, and she wants to get them done again. I'm like, yeah, but another guy's not doing that again. I'm not just your boyfriend now, like when we were teenagers. So I went to Amazon, and there are do-it-at-home kits. So I'm like,
Oh,
you want to
fuck
get it
all
done?
that.
You want to get it done? Here's your option.
No, fuck all that, because that shit, I gauged my ears myself. I got bored and was sitting in Walgreens drive-thru waiting to go, so I found something in my car that would go through my hole, and so I just like shoved it through. And when I got up there, my ears were just like, I was just like bleeding out both of my ears, and I'm sure the people at Walgreens are like, "Damn, you really need this fucking medicine."
Yeah, just give him his medicine. He's fucking dying.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had my nipples pierced and then took them out because of a surgery or whatever, and it was pretty new, so they closed up, and then I had to go get them re-pierced again, and it was kind of cool on that one because you could watch them push like the cartilage or whatever that formed in there out the other side with the needle, like it just kind of pushed the rough shit out.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really that big a deal. Like, shit, when I was a kid, my brother used to do it to himself with a safety pin and then go show my grandma, and she'd pay him $20 to take it out. I mean, so,
Shit.
Man,
She's
talk
I'd be like,
about negotiating with terrorists, man. That's a bad
Yeah.
idea.
like
I
I
mean,
put one.
she
I put
was
one
like,
on the
not
head of
my grandkids. You
I put
take
one
that
on
shit
there.
out, I'll give you $20.
Put one on the head of your penis and pull your pants down in front of her and go, "What will you give me for this?"
I mean, he did that with nipple rings, his earrings. He would dye his hair a fucked up color and be like, "Grandma, what's this worth to you?"
God.
He was running a racket.
For real, he bought an original Xbox doing that, I think, or some
Shit.
games for his or something. It was Yeah, he made a couple of good purchases, sticking himself with safety
Nice.
pins.
Christ.
I would have been doing it too, man, if I could have got away with that.
20
Or
bucks?
shit, he-
That's worth it.
Bought a
Yeah.
cross ear. He bought a cross earring, and my grandma's a hardcore Christian, so he turned it upside down. He goes, "Grandma, I think I'm gonna wear it like this. Here's $10 if you just turn it right side up."
How many times a day? You know, it's like 2,
Uh,
3, 4. What's the limit?
It was more like once a week. I mean, but he was really good at saving money. So
What the hell is this? Saw this on Twitter. Researchers got a computer to hallucinate and then learn to play Doom while tripping. The fuck?
sounds like good times.
Do you want Skynet? Because this is how you get Skynet.
Pete's convinced.
They're
Like North Korea.
they are pushing for Skynet, I think.
I don't know if I want to click on this article.
Yeah, no, Pete's convinced. North
Well,
Korea's
dude,
not going to send a nuke. Like
they-
our fucking computers are going to grow legs and just beat our asses.
They've got the
I
Saudi
honestly-
Arabia
yeah,
had the Saudi Arabia had that whatever robot thingamajig, the person robot that was saying she'll be nice to humans if we're nice to her, and then fucking there's like a dozen other examples of shit like this going on.
Yeah, it won't be long before we actually have Skynet. Oh, and I never really knew much about Kim.com. And then I watched the Vice article, like the Vice video on him. And that motherfucker got screwed over by Obama.
This guy replied, "Hello, I am Vega, the sentient intelligence assigned to Mars."
That's the dude that did the mega upload thing, right?
Yeah. But Obama used the NSA and the anti-terrorist spy stuff to spy on him.
That doesn't surprise me. That's just
Yeah,
Rambo
it's
beating
actually
the
a
shit out of
government
Mike,
overreach.
so
They
that's-
said that they raided his compound with Bushmasters, and they were silenced with silencers and shit like that.
Man.
And now, like, they're wanting to extradite him here for federal charges of copyright fraud, but it's a civil case, not a it should be a civil case, but they're making it into a criminal case, and he's got something going through the courts now that is trying to compel the United States government to hand over the documents that they have on him, the information, and they're refusing because they said it's an issue of national security. But he said that if he can get the information, then they can prove like what they used in the surveillance, and that would allow him to get off because they can't use that on private citizens for no reason. It has to be a terrorist.
Man. The more they figure out about Obama's presidency, the worse it looks.
Yep.
And people still think he's a great president.
Well, they still say there was no scandals during his presidency.
Yeah, I'm like going, did you watch CNN or
off.
something? Because
Fuck off.
somebody tried telling me that CNN's not biased. I was like, clearly you're biased because if you can't see CNN's bias, then there's like that's the you problem.
There's some. That's your problem, man.
Because shit, like hell, when they came out and said we are going to actually back and push Hillary Clinton, like that should have told you right there that news source was never to be trusted.
A media outlet should never like back
And
anyone.
No, not
It
and
should
they
be
should never
exactly
go-
what it's called, a media outlet.
Yep, they should
Yeah, I
always
thought-
remain. They should always remain objective.
I thought that was the whole point.
I thought it was too, but now it's just become basically Russia and Cuba and North Korea were just a bunch of propaganda machines. All we need now is basically the government to buy CNN, and then it would be our propaganda.
Well, they already had what was it? Was it Project Mockingbird or Operation Mockingbird that Congress authorized the U.S. government to act in conjunction with media outlets to propagandize the U.S. citizens?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Christ. So we have another Kathy Griffith shit. You know, remember that with the Trump beheading, whatever? That's supposedly a joke.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, there's one with Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey has this art, Trump's son gored by elephant. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with these people?
Just imagine the outrage if somebody had done something with like one of Obama's daughters.
Oh God.
No, I'd be pissed at that too. Like,
Well, yeah,
no, but I
but,
mean, like, imagine the outrage on like CNN and shit.
yeah, I know. That's just no, it's totally okay. You know, oh, it was a joke. Where's the punchline? Where's the joke? Where's the joke?
Well, I mean, yeah, Chris is right. Go get even your local news is probably a crock of shit. They're affiliated with one of the bigger news networks.
Yep.
I mean, they just
they're all
well known.
They're all owned by what is it? 2 people?
Yeah,
Or
pretty
or
much.
3 people? Yeah,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
single channel is basically owned by one of 3 people, except for Oprah. Oprah's the only one I think that owns one that's not one of those 3.
and those are the people that are actually making laws.
Post a picture on shitpost if you want to look at it.
Oh, yeah, and that's it's FOSTA and SESTA. Those are the new laws you were talking about, Rambo.
FOSTA and SESTA.
Yeah, Fight Online Sex Trafficking Act and Stop Enabling Sex Trafficking Act. It holds platforms responsible for its users' speech and shared content or anything that could be construed as trafficking.
That's just fucking stupid.
Oh, the Reddit has already closed down a couple of threads. Craigslist has shut down its personal section. Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, it's basically like holding the phone companies liable for somebody doing a drug deal over the phone or something.
Well, we wouldn't want to blame the actual person.
Of course
That
not.
That might stigmatize them.
Yeah, no. It's their access to these things. That's what does it. Did I tell you guys about? I think I did when I was watching Supernatural, and they had the thing about Hitler and Twitter.
No.
No, you didn't tell us, man.
I was watching I think it was one of the newest season 12 episodes, but they were like, the story was weird. It was like Hitler was like his mind was frozen or something like that, and then he was put into some new body or something, and then he was going to try and make a comeback or something like that. And they had Hitler, the new Hitler, right? And they were saying, imagine what I could do or what I could have done with Twitter. Trying to make it seem like if Twitter had existed in 1930s Germany, that maybe Hitler could have conquered the world instead of, failing or something like that.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
I probably believe that. Almost.
I can't imagine. I just can't understand like the amount of the side of the left like taking like what dictator or whatever have they not backed by now?
Ugh. Well, it's like they praise Castro.
Yeah, they've praised Kim Jong Un's sister. They praised Lenin
Yep.
or Stalin. I mean,
Stalin. Yep.
I'm just like, dear God, like, how do y'all live with yourself? Like, the most hated people on the planet and that's ever walked the planet, and y'all are trying to say that they're better than Trump, but yet none of us are fucking dying.
Oh, dude, it's the cool thing to walk around with a shirt with Che Guevara on it.
Oh,
When
the,
they
the
don't
lady
even
that
know
killed
the
the
dude,
cop or
like,
whatever.
No, no, no.
Who's Che Navarro?
He's that the. It's usually like a red shirt with a black thing, and he's got like that.
the rebel leader or whatever. Like,
Yeah, he's got the. He's got like the beret type hat on, and the
Oh,
longer
I
hair.
think I know. I
And
think I know
yeah,
who
he
you're
was
talking about.
he was a
Don't
friend of
know.
Castro's, and he was a revolutionary in South America that rounded up gay people and murdered them, and a whole bunch of other shit like that. And like that's the cool thing for college kids to wear is a shirt with him on it that says, like revolution or,
and they
stuff
don't
like
even know the
that.
meaning of it.
No, yeah, they have no idea who that guy is. Fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah, I don't know. Shit's crazy.
Anti-gun people will be like, "Oh, we're not saying take your guns away,"
Oh,
but
oh, they totally are now, and it's hilarious. There's pic there's
I'm
pictures
like,
going
see,
around. There's guys that are
yeah,
saying,
I
"Okay,
just
we will
posted a
take
shit.
him out of your cold dead hands." And then there was a
Well, at least you're being honest. I mean, like every time I see that, oh, we're not saying take your guns away. Yes, you are. You're not fooling me. You're just beating around the bush. Like just don't bullshit, please.
Oh,
Don't
there was a
bullshit.
there
Like,
was a
we know
picture
you
going
want to.
around. It had like six different headlines on different outlets like Vice and BuzzFeed and shit like that, saying it's time to repeal the Second Amendment. And then there was an ex Supreme Court judge, I think, too, who was basically coming out saying, "Yeah, we need to repeal the Second Amendment."
We're not here to
Yep,
take your
and
guns away.
what was funny is that one of the girls, the bald-headed girl from Parkland, was on stage talking about taking our guns away while on her shirt was a fucking Cuban patch.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like,
Cuban flag,
oh,
yeah,
the irony. Yeah, the old fucking irony there.
yeah, man.
We're not saying take
And
your
they,
guns away. Fucking liar.
another girl said it plain as day. She's like, when they when they did bump stocks, that was the inch, but we're not stopping with the inch. We want to take a mile, and I'm like, so your mile is to get rid of all of our guns. And that somebody said that's the whole purpose of the left. He's like, you got to be careful giving them an inch because they want the mile.
No, especially like the ones who are like, oh, we're not saying we want to take your guns away. Are the same people are like, oh, look at UK and Australia. They ban guns. They're doing fine. I'm like, which one is it? Damn, nigga. Which one is it? And we're not saying take your guns, but stop using Australia as an example. Fuck people.
Well, it was a buyback. I mean, it was mandatory, but it was only a buyback.
Whatever. Whatever, dude. like stop with the lies, please. Stop with the bullshit. Every time I see that, it's so dumb, so stupid. It's like my friend was telling me about that too. He met someone. It's basically like, no, I don't care about rights or whatever. I just want you to take your guns away. He's like, well, at least you're being honest. I
Yeah,
don't see anyone
honesty's
else.
nice in this situation. Fuck.
I don't see anyone else being honest about this shit. Christ, these people.
That's
I remember
I
when,
had
I
there was
remember
a
when,
lot of people complaining about Trump about the gun stuff, and I was like, dude, he's done this
yeah,
before
the
with
bump stock
with
thing,
DACA and
which,
stuff. It was, I mean, it really does look like it was a ploy to get the left to start to demand even more, so that just to show people that this is not they, their common sense is never common sense. It's just one more step so they can get the next step and then the next step.
Yep. That's the sad part is whenever like people are so blind to be able to see that. That's plain as day right in front of you.
was I saw a post, an Instagram post, the Trump, as a meme, Trump, with Trump saying, I should make a negative comment about guns, just watch the left defending it, which my friend was like, they actually did that. Are you serious?
Well, they did with video games.
Yeah, yeah, Negas Sarkeesian. What the fuck?
Yeah, Trump says video games. Well, he didn't even say video games cause mass shootings, but it was something.
No, he's like, no, yeah, he made a comment something like, we need to look into video games and movies. He also mentioned movies.
And then all of a sudden,
We need
Anita Sarkeesian is saying, "Well, you can't blame video games for mass shootings."
you've been doing that for years. Like, oh, you've been playing video games for rape culture or whatever nonsense.
Yeah,
Like,
rape culture,
make up your fucking,
sexism, women as
make up your,
trophies.
make up your mind, woman. Christ.
It is hilarious watching them dance.
I was like all you need is that, for Trump to say something negative that they don't like, for them to start suddenly defending is too much. The cringe, is too much.
Yep, this is why I don't really watch the news or anything. I just can't take it.
Oh,
No,
fuck no. Dude, I haven't watched regular
no,
TV in forever.
I have Hulu for that. So fuck it. I have Hulu, Netflix, and just suddenly, checked out a Crunchyroll. I have a 14-day trial for that premium shit. No, watch no ads.
Oh, you gotta be into anime for that.
Looking into watching Berserk and Junji Ito collection. Junji Ito's fucking weird.
I haven't seen that one.
That series is
All
is
anime
weird.
is weird.
Well, yeah, but Junji Ito is something else.
No weird in the shit that's coming out these days, though.
Well, Junji Ito is
Oh yeah, that's true.
Junji Ito is actually old. He's been writing horror comics for how long again? Since the 80s, I think.
I have no idea, dude. I
He's
don't pay
been writing.
attention to anime.
Yeah,
I'm not into
no,
it.
he's been writing horror manga for since the 80s. So this is not a new thing, but yeah, it's just weird.
2012, Chris. Damn, that's lightweight.
2012, what?
He hasn't watched TV since 2012. I haven't watched since way before then. I didn't even have good
Yeah.
channels. They stopped playing all the good shit. You used to be able to get like marathons of like decent old shows, and they even stopped doing that shit.
Pulling out shit like fucking. Been pulling out shit like what's that shit called again? Steven Universe.
The fuck is it? Really?
I don't like Steven Universe that too much. No, not that much.
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
Steven Universe, dude. That's like, that's a little fat kid with the jewels in his stomach and whatever, right?
Yeah, that one.
Of course, there's
I mean,
also
I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind it, but nah, not a fan.
and there's what Adventure Time and
Adventure Time.
oh man, yeah, it's all fucking that's all weird shit.
I haven't watched. Well, I don't watch y'all. Y'all know me. I don't watch cartoons, so I don't know what the fuck is really out there.
Probably better that way.
It is. Cartoons haven't been
Modern
good for a long time.
Modern cartoon is. I can't think of a good one that came out
The
recently.
world is so fucked nowadays, Rambo. I don't see how you get by without watching an adult cartoon.
Oh,
Like,
because the cartoons
really?
are fucked.
Yeah, but they're just that. They're cartoons. They're there to make you laugh.
But they don't anymore.
Yeah, they don't anymore to me. I mean, I don't. I just like, what the fuck am I watching? Whenever I'm sitting like in a waiting room and they're on, it's like, it's not funny at all. Like maybe South Park might be funny, but like
That's the old
just
one
so
though. That's
hard.
all the good cartoons these days are all old ones. South Park, Futurama, Simpsons, and even those are kind of losing steam.
Family Guy too. You know, that's
Well, that's 10 plus years old too.
Yep. Ed, Ed, and Eddie, man, that's an old one.
Yeah.
Eddie's awesome. That was one of my favorite cartoons.
I couldn't stand Ed, Ed and Eddie. They fucking drove me
it's too
fucking
stupid.
insane.
They were too
for you,
stupid
man.
for you, huh?
Yeah, too stupid
Yes,
for you.
they were. They were fucking dumb as fuck.
Good luck watching SpongeBob.
Oh, Rambo hates SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I hate
I
SpongeBob
hated
too.
the fucking. Where's that fucking passion?
My dad loves it. I don't understand how he can fucking like it.
Dude, my father-in-law likes it too. He records it on his fucking DVR. And I'm like,
fuck
really?
all that.
I mean, they're good for memes, at least. It's good for
Fuck
memes.
all that, man.
He doesn't even know what a meme is, though.
I can't. No.
And it makes kids dumber.
I can see why. Cartoons are like the shows for the uneducated.
Well, they used to be funny.
They used to like with Scooby Doo and all them. Back then they were good, but now they're just like they're all fucking dumb.
Yeah, man, Scooby Doo. That was my shit.
Christ, how long does Scooby Doo last? The original.
Uh,
I used to watch that. I used to watch that when I was a kid, and it was what's a 1969 show or 79? 69, right?
No, it's probably
1969.
79.
79. It was used to watch that when I was a kid, and it was still playing in my teenage years. I was like, this shit is still going on.
Scooby Doo lasted for a while, but that's most cartoons do though. I mean most cartoons last for years.
Yeah, the
Seems like it's a lot harder
the
for a cartoon to get canceled.
The Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Yeah. The Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Johnny Quest, the Jetsons, Space Ghost. Yeah, they lasted a long time.
Oh, yeah. Arizona mounts AR-15 assault rifles on the back of 8 different police motorcycles.
Oh, Jesus.
Only in Arizona.
Drive by.
They don't give a fuck in Arizona. I'm not even kidding. Like,
Nope.
Yeah, Chris, Popeye.
That's the only state though that actually has
Oh, God,
constitutional
Popeye.
carry that I know of.
Popeye
Yep.
is another. Popeye is another one. Holy shit.
Yeah, I love Popeyes. Always eating the spinach and then saving olive oil.
it's like Mario. It's the same fucking story over and over again.
It really is.
Pretty much.
They were
Except
funny
it actually
though.
it actually has a story.
What was the Alibaba and the 40 Thieves or whatever, where
Aladdin.
no. It was an episode of Popeye where um Bluto?
Pluto or Bluto, yeah, Bluto.
Yeah.
Bluto, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Ali.
Bowser.
He was Ali something or other, and he had his 40 Thieves, and then Popeye, he's going around like he steals a whole bunch of shit out of the town that Popeye and Olive Oil and Wimpy were
Yeah.
staying at, and then he steals.
Wimpy is the burger guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
he kidnaps Olive Oil and Wimpy, and so Popeye has to go rescue him and shit. It was fucking hilarious. Open says me.
I can't remember any actual episodes.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Y'all remember Bozo the Clown?
Yep.
He died.
I know the name.
He died?
I don't know who he
Yeah.
is. I know the
That
name.
was just
but
that
I don't
moment
know
I had
who he is.
to pour one out for the homie.
That's
Hmm.
sad, dude. Just like the creator or founder of Toys R Us died. It's like, oh man.
And what's sad is we'll never get to hear that jingle again, where a kid can be a kid.
I
it's-
don't
it's
want to grow up.
Yeah,
I
I
wanna be a
don't
Toys
wanna
R Us
grow
kid,
up.
yeah.
closing-
I'm a
closing
Toys
down
R Us
the-
kid.
Yeah.
Underdog. I mean, I never really cared for Underdog, but I do remember it though.
Mighty Mouse, that was a good one.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse is good. I like that. I enjoyed that. Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah,
Hey,
Rocky, what's they pull a rabbit out of my hat?
The
Rocky and Bullwinkle, yeah.
live action movie they did with Rocky and Bullwinkle kind of sucked.
Yeah, I did. I was kind of disappointed.
I didn't know they made one. I didn't know they made one.
Chris, yeah, that Ren and Stimpy was just dumb as hell.
Yeah, it was.
I did-
Ren and Stimpy is the
I
shit.
did like good Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Beavis
all
and
the-
Butthead.
All
Pinky
the
and the
good ones.
Brain.
No, I couldn't handle Beavis and Butthead.
If
Yeah,
you
we're
don't
stoned
like
when
Ed
I
and
watch
Eddie,
Beavis
I
and
don't.
Butthead,
If you don't
so
like
that's
Ed
good.
and Eddie, I don't expect you to take Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead is Ed and
Oh
Eddie.
yeah, Speedy Gonzalez, yes.
Speaking of this,
And I always enjoyed Sylvester. I think wasn't it Sylvester and the Woodpecker?
Woody
Roadrunner.
Woodpecker?
Roadrunner, yeah, Roadrunner. Yeah, where he like
Wile E. Coyote and the Road. Oh no,
yeah,
that's
Wile E. Coyote,
That's
yeah.
Woody Woodpecker. Yeah,
with
that's Woody Woodpecker.
Acme and that was, and whenever you'd be driving around in town and as a kid and you see like a truck that says Acme, you were like, oh my, you were thinking about back in the cartoon, like going, it's real.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
where he gets his stuff.
I thought Roadrunners were actually fake until I've almost ran over two of them with my car recently. I'm like,
Yeah, I
Well,
always
they're
thought
not as
Roadrunners-
big.
I always
They're
thought
not as
Roadrunners
big.
were kind of fake, but they had them in our zoo and they're little bitty, but
yeah,
man, they're fucking fast.
they are. And they're like so unpredictable on which way they're going to run. That's why
Yep.
I've almost hit two of them. Like they zigzag throughout the street, that back and forth.
The one Athos I'd never heard of Freakazoid.
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 Yeah, I remember that.
You won't like that, Rambo. You don't like Ed and Eddie, so you won't like Freakazoid. You know how you are. You don't like stupid.
I like educated cartoons.
Oh, like
Like
Rick and Morty.
Scooby-Doo.
Carmen
No, I
Sandiego.
can't stand Rick and Morty. Good God.
the one you have to be super smart to understand.
Yeah, like you don't have the high enough IQ to understand Rick and Morty. Nobody does. That's the joke.
Carmen Sandiego.
Where
seen that?
in the world? Oh, no, I just played the game. That was always fun. That
Yeah, I played one
where
of
in the
games.
world is Carmen and Diego? That first PC game I ever played.
Man,
I don't know why GOG doesn't have that. That would have been great if I can play that again. There's quite a few of them. There's Where in the United States, Where in the World. And I know there's a few more.
Yeah, but wouldn't they all be included in Where in the World?
I don't know. I think they're separate installments.
Or is it DLC? Is that the first DLC?
I didn't know what DLC was back then. But no, I don't know. I had I had Where in the World when I was a kid.
Yeah, Chris, I haven't watched Rick and Morty either. I can't.
Rick and Morty is good. It's just very sporadic. Like, it's hard to keep up with sometimes. Like, because you think they're going to go one way and they go a way you didn't even know existed. Like, well, shit. I mean,
Subverting expectations.
I've never watched an episode, so I couldn't comment on that.
I mean, the worst that can happen is you go to McDonald's and yell at them that they don't have the sauce.
I want your guys' opinion on this. I personally think it's a good thing, and if he grew his hair out a little bit, dyed it blonde, it'd be pretty good, and if he wasn't a PG fucking pussy, it would be great. John Cena was confirmed as Duke Nukem.
Wait a minute, they're going to make it a PG-13 movie?
No, John Cena, on the other hand, if you've kept up with WWE at all in the last decade...
Oh, I haven't.
Okay, well, John Cena is like a good guy. He's never been a bad guy.
Which is bullshit.
Have
you seen him in his earlier career? Have you seen him in earlier career? He was a dick.
Yeah.
Don't tell me he was always a face.
since the whole PG-13 thing, with WWE, like, he doesn't swear. He doesn't, he's a nice guy. So if he could ditch that for Duke Nukem and actually use some of Duke's catchphrases, grew his hair out a little bit, dyed it blonde, I think it would be a good fit.
Basically,
he's built just like Duke Nukem too.
Basically, just tell them, okay, we want you to be your old self.
Just Chris, I can't keep up with WWE either. I tried, like, I've been around my dad whenever he's watching it. I tried watching it, and I'm just like, I can't, man.
In order to see what John Cena's like, you guys really don't have to. I mean, it's John Cena. He's hosted the Kids' Choice Awards the last 2 years in a row. You can see he's just a nice guy. He's a PG-13 pussy.
PG, more like.
Yeah, what's funny though is like seeing my dad, like whenever they're wrestling, he'll like move his head and everything else is like, you're not wrestling, right?
Grandma, please. We know you. We know you. Move your head around when you're playing shooter.
Yeah, you've never done that when you're playing a baseball game, especially the show. The ball is coming at you, and you kind of turn your body like, Dude, I've done that so many times, like thinking I'm gonna hit it that way.
Dude, I used to play with this little kid, and we'd play like regular Super Mario. And whenever, like, he had to go left or right, he would literally yank both of his arms all the way either to the left or the right. And if you were sitting next to him, he'd fucking whack you with them.
This is assault. This is assault. Call the cops.
Oh, fucking horrible, man.
Oh, Twitter will have a bitch fit, Ryan, when Duke Nukem becomes a movie. Like,
oh god, yeah,
it's going. If they do it right, then Twitter's gonna die. I mean,
yeah, if it sticks to the lore of Duke Nukem, like Twitter's going to be.
Right.
Yeah, no, like
I mean, I feel sorry for the movie theater, or not the movie theater, but the production company. I feel sorry for their Twitter because it's going to get slammed.
Oh, it's nothing but blowjobs, strippers, and sexist jokes all day long. I mean,
yep.
Yeah, like I hope it's rated R and they keep,
I'll be right back.
all of his personalities. They don't. If I see his PG-13, it's gotta be ruined.
How are they
I
even
see.
if it's R though? How are they gonna do all of the shit that he does without it turning into a complete like? Because every group is gonna want to boycott it and shit like that.
Not giving a fuck.
It's really not a perfect time in the climate as of today to
Yeah,
release a movie like that.
because I mean they'll have
Well,
so many groups on their ass. Like, I guess they could just
well, I mean,
if they
The
embrace it.
LGBT, the LGBT, the feminists,
well,
the
what they
just
could
liberals
do.
in general, like the whole, like it'll be a very divisive movie.
I mean, well, what they could do is making an all male screen. Oh wait, that didn't work out for Wonder Woman, did it?
Didn't some guy sue him?
Oh yeah, Ryan, that it'll like Duke Nukem will be they'll be like that's the ultimate Trump supporter.
Yep.
Like, how the fuck did you get a Trump supporter out of fucking Duke Nukem?
I mean, I guess they could go like totally meta and make him play into all their stereotypes.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
And like, but you can, that you can be clever with that kind of stuff and, have the surface level be that he's just a Trump supporting idiot and all that kind of stuff, but then, have the humor on a deeper level where it makes fun of it. I've seen them do that with some movies, but I don't
Yeah, the
know.
only problem is that people these days don't understand like satire and shit like that. They
No,
don't
they do not.
understand like these those tongue-in-cheek jokes. They think if you joke, it's like there's no such thing as a joke anymore. It's like you can't like when you're joking, you're actually telling your real thoughts.
mhm.
Mammy Duke.
I'm just saying, like I said, if I see PG-13 on that thing, it's ruined. Just wait.
I imagine it'll be rated R because Deadpool, is getting it's R ratings. So I don't see why something like Duke Nukem wouldn't.
I mean, depending who's in charge of the movie.
That's true.
What studio, the director, producer, etc. Yeah, I think maybe Disney knew to make Deadpool R-rated.
Disney didn't make it. Ryan Reynolds did.
Yeah.
He used his own money.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds owns a pretty big stake in Deadpool.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't really think Disney has a dog in that fight.
I do think there's going to be like Deadpool 3 is not going to be the same.
Oh, because now Disney
Yeah, they
involved in when Deadpool 2 was being written and filmed. They hadn't gotten in the
Yep.
picture yet.
Yeah, they came into the picture like after Deadpool actually finished shooting, and we were just waiting on the release date at that point. I
Doesn't
can't wait
come
to go
out-
see it though.
Comes out May 18th.
Deadpool 2.
Yep.
Yep, that's my 1-year-old's birthday. So she's gonna go see Deadpool 2 for her second birthday.
Yeah,
Not
all
really.
my kids when
Not
they
really.
And
all my kids are they saw the previews whenever we went to go see Tomb Raider, and they're like, I want to go see it. I'm like, yeah, I will. I mean, they went and watched. All my kids went and watched the first Deadpool.
Oh, I don't have a problem taking like my 9-year-old and my 14-year-old, but like as far as my 4-year-old and gonna be 2-year-old,
Oh yeah,
it's not for them.
I don't ever take the baby to the movies because like you've gotta be right next to the exit so that way you don't interrupt the movie for everybody else.
Yeah, that too. I mean,
Because they
No,
can't
I
handle
hate
sitting still and quiet for 2 hours,
I hate it when,
especially in a loud fucking theater.
I hate it when parents would bring their crying babies to the movies.
Yeah, I've never taken a baby to the movie because I would like to enjoy the movie, and you really can't do that.
Like
Yep.
I understand you if you can't find a sitter, but Jesus, stay home if you can't. Stay home. You know, wait for it to come out on home video.
Yeah, Ryan, once or twice a year for me too, and that's even then.
What,
Avengers comes out in April.
I'll go to the movies.
Yeah,
I love the movies, man. And the Avengers, if I can, I'll be there. Well, I won't be there day one because the day one showing is like Thursday at midnight. But Friday, I'm gonna be on the ball and watching the shit out of that. I mean, that one might be a movie that I actually go back and watch, 2 or 3 times with the movies.
Pretty much the only movies I go watch anymore in theaters, are comic movies. That's
Now I'm gonna
pretty
go
much
see
it.
Blockers with John Cena and that
And,
shit looks
oh
kind
yeah,
of
that
funny.
one actually looks funny.
Where he's got a butt chug something at a party.
Yeah,
yeah.
that one.
I'll go-
I mean, the previews are making me fucking crack the hell up. And I want to go see A Quiet Place too.
Don't know if I want to see that one. Not really sure.
I definitely do. That one looks like it's going to be a proper scary movie. Or a suspenseful movie.
I wanna. I'm gonna go see Rampage. That one comes out.
Yeah, Rampage
Chris,
doesn't look too bad.
Rampage.
I don't know.
Jurassic World.
I'm not sure about Rampage, but what's crazy is there's a reboot.
I ain't sure either, but fuck it.
There's a reboot coming for the game. So there's a game. They made a movie based on the game, and now they're going to make a game based on the movie based on the game.
hmm
You're talking in circles. What? Okay. Do you know the name of this adaptation?
Rampage.
Adaptation. Rampage. I mean, I thought you were talking about something else.
Yeah, Chris,
Yeah.
I don't really like the drive-in because the sound is never really that great.
Oh, I had a gangster sound system in my car, so it was pretty awesome.
I enjoyed it as a kid. Because as a kid, I had the sound system and everything, but now that I'm like an older adult with kids, I'm like, I don't have the sound system, and it just doesn't. Especially around here, the only one we have now is the one that you have to put a speaker in your car, like off the little pole. And those speakers suck, man.
Oh yeah, those do blow. That was the first movie I saw in the drive-ins. They had those, but then when I went later, when I was older, they did it through the radio, which meant I got to use my sound system, which was awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed whenever they switched out, like the one that we had opened, whatever, that had like the radio, but it closed down. And the only one we have left now is the one with the speakers, and it's only like a mono speaker, so you only get like in your left ear or whatever, wherever you put the speaker. But so you have to like park in a double, like an area where nobody's parked next to you, so you can take their speaker and put it in the other window, so that way you can get an actual stereo sound.
Jesus. Never went to one of those, so I wouldn't know what it's like.
It's enjoyable. I enjoyed the drive-in's a lot of fun whenever you're in your car. But if it was just better, like if the one with the radio was still going, that would be your best bet. Because even without a sound system, it still sounds really clear because it's coming right through your radio in your car.
They did double features at the drive-in by my house too, so you got 2 movies for the price of one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
The first one I saw, because I can't remember what the second
At the
movie
drive-in?
was. Yeah,
Yeah,
but the first movie was Last Action Hero, and that was I love that movie.
Last Action Hero.
Yeah, with Arnold
Uh,
Schwarzenegger. It was
that was
meta
actually
as
good. Yeah.
fuck. About the kid gets the magic ticket that
Yep.
makes the movie come alive, and he ends up in the movie for part of it, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger gets spit out into the real world for part of it. Yeah, it was a cool movie.
Uh, our drive-in does like you pay one price and then you get to watch 3 movies. And it's usually the late movie that you like, the really late movie that you want to go see, and like you don't ever get out of the drive-in until like 2:30 in the morning. And it's always that very late movie, the one that you want to see. So you're just trying your best to suffer through the first 2 movies, so you can watch that third one. But like you run out of money so damn quick because you're there for fucking 6 hours or if not more, and so you're buying popcorn and food and like that's where they like rake in the bucks on that thing. But I always enjoy like while you're watching the movie being able to get up and walk all the way to the concessions and then get your food and walk back. And I don't know, there's just something special about the drive-in. It's a whole other type of experience.
The side that you get to actually sit in your car, maybe.
A lot easier to make out.
Oh yeah, God, that we did that a lot. You'd always go watch a movie. Like if a movie was playing that you've already seen, that was perfect.
Or if the movie turned out to be terrible.
Yeah,
There you go.
that
Perfect
too.
excuse. Perfect excuse.
Oh man, it was hilarious one time because I had my pickup truck that had a camper trailer on the back, and we didn't know it because when the movie theater, when the drive-in started, it was by person, but they
Yep.
switched to by the car.
They
And
snuck in the trunk.
yeah, so we didn't know,
Yep.
so we had them all in the camp. We had like 6 guys in the camper.
Yeah, we used to do that. Like whenever they were charging them by the car, like you go in there with one person, and then like everybody just pops out. Or when they charge them by the people, everybody just like pops out of the fucking trunk. Just like all of a sudden you have 20 people in the fucking thing. You only drove in with one. But you got to be careful because they've actually kicked us out for cheating them out of money, though. They watch, and I don't understand how they can watch and understand like who came in with what, because the movie theaters or the movie little grounds are always usually packed.
And if you've ever been caught sneaking into a movie, it's not really that great.
No. No, I remember a long time ago whenever movies were a quarter, and yes, I'm old. We paid the quarter and go watch the movie, but then it was like a tiny movie theater. You had to walk right by the fucking front, and we kept on trying our best to sneak into the next movie because we planned it out to where we can go watch this movie, then we got 10 minutes to make it to this movie, and then we got 5 minutes to make it to this one, and we were going, just running back and forth watching movies until you get caught, and then it's not much fun when you're like in the movie theater and they come and get you.
Yeah, and they do it in front of everyone.
Mm-hmm. And then everybody's pissed off at you because they had to like shine their flashlight and everything else. You're like, they're like fucking kids. I would have got away with it if it wasn't for the meddling kids.
What is this?
So, you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
Me trying to think about gaming stuff.
AT&T/Verizon lobbyists to aggressively sue states that enact net neutrality.
Wait a minute, they're going to AT&T is going to sue states that tried to take the rights and enact sort of net neutrality in their state.
Pretty much says the ISPs will sue to block net neutrality laws until they get one they like.
Well, we know now, like, Apple's definitely for the repeal of it.
States' rights don't apply to net neutrality. Spalter's blog post reminisces about the founding of the United States. Oh, come on. Blah, 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 blah. It is said that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Nowhere can we find a more perfect modern example for the sentiment than in the cacophony of disparate calls by state and local regulators across the country, each seeking to impose their own brand of net neutrality regulations on consumers' internet experience.
I always wondered how they would enforce that, though, because the fact that, I mean, like, these companies would have to have, like, a bunch of different internet policies.
So apparently, Vice Admiral Gender Studies from The Last Jedi is force sensitive. You heard that one?
Wait, what?
No.
Yeah, Vice Admiral Holdo, I think her name is now supposedly force sensitive.
Oh, Jesus.
According to the actress
Who is?
from The Last Jedi.
Yeah, but who is she?
Captain
Last Jedi.
Feminism.
The pink hair bitch. The pink
Oh
hair bitch.
God. Well, yeah, they fucking have ruined Star Wars, man.
I don't know. I think that's
Like all
I
of a sudden,
think
this woman's just gonna she just popped out of nowhere, really, and then
Yeah,
took
for-
over the brig or the captaincy or whatever. But now all of a sudden she's gonna appear to be force sensitive, like Leia. That makes no fucking sense.
I think it was the actress said that. Well, they were asking her about the character. I don't know. And of course, a lot of people were not buying it. Like, if she was actually force sensitive, or if they want to make her force sensitive, what they could have done with that, Poe, that the hotshot pilot, giving her a lift, she could have just used the force to knock him out. There you go. Okay, proof that she's force sensitive.
What does it matter,
But
though?
there's
She's
nothing.
dead.
There's nothing. There's nothing though. Well, yeah, that, but it's like there's nothing. There's nothing. To back this shit. There's nothing to back that up. It's so stupid. But yeah. Oh yeah, no, nothing. Nothing. Doesn't matter. Yeah, but still, it's just funny. I just find that funny. And speaking of Last Jedi, I was watching half of it. Monday Matt was talking about the toy sales apparently weren't doing that good.
No.
And those used to do really well, but I don't know. After the debacle of The Last Jedi, it's going to be surprising, like what Disney does with the series as far as after the next one. If they go back to this guy or if they stick with J.J. Abrams.
Well, they've already committed to giving Rian Johnson his own trilogy.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, so
Have you seen the Solo trailer? I haven't, so I don't know if how bad it is.
yeah, I
Or
refuse. After
Me
the
too.
after what was the first new one?
I heard they made him nice.
Force
Or
Awakens.
some shit.
Yeah, after the Force Awakens, I just said that's it. No more Star Wars for me. I mean, the prequels were bad enough, but I at least could enjoy them. I at least enjoyed watching them, as bad as they were.
Yeah, at least they weren't rehash of the original. The original trilogy.
And they were interesting. Like they had stories that at least were something, like the Jedi Council and the what is it?
Yeah, but like he could have had someone else write the story or direct a movie. I don't know. I just feel like if someone else directed the prequels, it might turn out a little better, or if at least the actors,
Amidala for sure, but the worst one was kids who played Anakin. Like
Well,
if
see, I never had an interest in seeing the prequels because they just look like every commercial for them, and just like nothing attracted me to them. And from what I hear, I'm not really missing much.
I liked the first one. You've gotta like consciously ignore Anakin, but without Anakin and Jar Jar, like
Oh,
it's
Jar Jar is
it's
the
pretty
worst
good.
one.
Cause what's his name? Qui-Gon. Uh,
Yeah,
Liam
Qui-Gon
Neeson.
Jinn is
Yeah, Liam
yeah,
Neeson was
Qui-Gon
really
Jinn's
good,
awesome.
and Obi-Wan. Um,
Yeah, I like Obi-Wan's actor. I like Obi-Wan. Yeah.
man, total brain fart.
I don't know um, the prequels have always just been kind of meh. Like but I mean that it's the only thing I really remember about Star Wars is that like they were just in like sort of like a magical time to go watch them at the movies. Like they were just a marvel to be there and to have
Yeah,
that
when they
story
first
told.
came
And
out, yeah.
now like Disney's just fucking destroying it. It's so depressing to sit there and watch. But I don't know. The prequels just I don't know. They like it's just the 3-part series or whatever that nobody really asked for. Because I don't know anybody who wanted to know more about like the beginning.
To me, the worst offense to me for the prequels was Jar Jar Binks, and bacteria is the reason for the Force.
Metachlorians.
Yeah, maybe Melachlorians. God, I'm like,
I didn't even really mind that.
I just no, I just laugh at it because it used to be like the Force is like this mysterious thing that you can't explain what it is, and it turns to the X-Men genes. I just find it funny.
Yeah, they should have gone with something different.
Just keep it mysterious, like it originally was.
See, lore people love that kind of stuff, though.
Mm.
Yep.
Yes, you got to be careful with it,
They
because
like digging for shit that ain't there, really.
well, but they have to. If you don't put anything in there, then the lore people have to dig through everything and make shit up.
And the lore people though, like, will go fucking insane whenever a movie comes out and trying to correct everybody, and it's like, dear God, it's not that deep. It's a fucking game. I mean, a fucking movie.
Yeah. Well, a movie that turned to a religion. So there you go.
Space Jesus.
The Force, there are fucking people in the UK wearing hoodies, like the Jedi robes. Jesus Christ.
Oh shit! I mean, when the prequels opened, oh my god, people out waiting in the movie theaters wearing costumes, man. Fuck.
Mm. No, when I went to see the Revenge of the Sith, there were a lot of kids dressed as Darth Vader. Right.
The only time I've ever seen anybody dress up for a movie was Harry Potter.
Oh God.
I enjoyed Harry Potter movies.
I've never seen one.
Yeah, I didn't
don't
watch
know.
them.
I saw the first one.
I can't watch them
and
again, but like my wife will sit there and watch them over and over again, and I'm like, why? Like it just doesn't seem all that great. I mean, it's good, but only the first time around.
I don't know. I like watching shit over and over again. So
I saw the first Harry Potter. I didn't care enough to watch the sequels. I didn't become a fan of it, so. Mm.
I don't know.
Then of
Harry.
course there's Twilight.
Oh god.
I I tried watching Twilight. I couldn't.
I don't know
The
why you
first
even
movie-
tried.
I
Yeah,
know,
that
I was-
movie's terrible.
I've seen
Because
them all
like
several times.
I was shitting on it because I was shitting on it online. I was like, I gotta at least watch the movie so I have an excuse to shit on it. I
No,
watched the
you
first
don't.
movie. I watched the first movie. 45 minutes later, I was like, I was watching with a friend of mine, and we were getting drunk. So whatever, no, we were drinking whiskey, watching it. I was like, for the first movie we watched, 45 minutes. Let's go watch something else. Then we tried watching the second movie. We managed to watch the first hour. And I was like, let's go watch something else. And I'm like, I'm not watching Eclipse.
Actually, Eclipse
I'm
is
not
probably
watching.
one of the
I'm
better
not.
ones.
So I heard. Yeah, I heard
There's a big
Eclipse
fight
was
scene
good.
in it. Yeah.
I heard Eclipse was good, but I'm still not watching it. Dude, Edward Cullen is like the most uninteresting character on the planet. And Bella Swan. I mean, Jesus Christ. The narration will put you to sleep. God damn.
Yeah, I saw them all day one in theaters with my wife.
Ugh.
This is
How
why
did
I'm
you
glad
sit through all that?
this is one of the times I'm glad I'm single. I want to have someone like, oh, let's go watch this movie. Do I have to? Do I have to? I know I'm gonna hate it.
A lot of the
Twilight.
times you do have to.
What is
yeah.
it?
They can make your life a living hell.
I remember I watched Spoonie review of the fourth one, Breaking Dawn.
Oh yeah, part one kind of sucks.
Spoonie reviewed Breaking Dawn. He oh my god, man! You can tell he wasn't having a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ! This movie's a piece of shit.
I would say, did anybody except for 13-year-old girls have a good time watching those movies? But I know there's the Twilight moms, so
Team Edward versus Team what was the werewolf's name?
Jacob.
Jacob, yeah.
that
Team
you
Edward
know
versus
that,
Team Jacob.
Shaner.
I saw them all day
I
one
know.
with my wife. She read the books.
Ugh.
Team Edward versus Team Jacob was cancer.
She has the collector fucking dolls. I mean, she really enjoyed the books. So when the movies came out, it was like, oh shit.
Terrible.
Oh my god. Ugh.
We had neighbors at the time that went to something called TwyCon. They went all the way to LA from
Oh
about
my
the
God,
Sacramento area just to go meet other fuckers that were dressed up from like the movie and shit.
I'm glad it's over. That's all I can say.
I'll just wait for the reboot.
I'm glad.
No, there better not be a reboot.
If they reboot it,
Everybody's silent as they contemplate the horror.
No, if they reboot it, I hope they, that there were supposedly some ideas that would have made the movies work. Like, what was it? They were going to make Edward like the super spy or some shit. I don't know if it's a fan. I don't know if it's a fan thing. Someone wanted to do. I don't know if they want to reboot it. Like, make them actual vampires.
But they sparkle.
They are actual vampires except for their
God,
skin.
that fucking scene. This is the skin of a killer. Jesus.
Wait, that was us. It's a skin of a person that just left the strip club.
Oh my god. Oh no, dude. I was. Me and my friend were watching. I think it was. And we were watching. Me and my friend were watching one of Nostalgia Critics' video. He was reviewing something. I forgot what. And he pulled a scene from Twilight. He for the scene of Retired, that scene, this is the skin of a killer. And my friend just died laughing. He just fell off the fucking chair. And I was like, because he read the book. Unfortunately, he read the books, but never went to see the movie. So he wasn't sure if that shit was actually gonna be there. And I guess it took him by surprise. I don't know. I thought it was funny. He just bust out laughing.
I would have too, especially
Christ.
that kid saying it.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the dude's name is.
You saying kids reminded me of
Patterson?
something.
Yeah,
Patterson?
Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Mm.
Robert.
There was a guy that tweeted out a video, and he was, I guess, in the Chick-fil-A restroom and taking a shit, and this kid just walks up and then goes under the stall, in the stall with him, and he's like, "What's going on, bro?" And he's like, you probably need to go ahead and go get your mom. He's like, "But I need help, like, lifting me up so I can wash my hands." And he's like, "Well, bro, I can't help you right now. I think your mom's waiting outside." So he just unlocks the door, opens it up, and he goes, "All you gotta do is lock it." And he's like, "Okay, bro, I get it." And of course, it ends there. But people were liking the video, and then you scroll down through the thing, and it said, "I'm taking my like back. You're a Trump supporter." I'm like, "Oh dear God!" And somebody responded going, "Why? Like, what the like?" Well, because that
Fuck
means
outta here,
he
please.
co-signs what Trump says and what Trump does. So if I associate with him and like his post, that means I endorse what he does. I'm like, everybody's like,
So-
"No, it just
That's
means you think the
that's
fucking
retarded.
video's cute."
That is fucking retarded. Oh my god.
Like
No.
dear God, there was one
No.
person there going, "I am not a Trump supporter. I'm a liberal," and I don't understand. She's like, "I don't understand like why people are like that." She said, "You can definitely be
Congratulations.
a liberal or have the opposing views and be able to, see past that and see a cute video." And I was like,
And
finally, there's a fucking educated fucking
who
liberal.
the fuck do they think they are to think their endorsement means anything to begin with? I mean,
Yeah, no kidding. Like, anybody really gives a shit, like, who the fuck post you like and what those people believed in and everything else? Who's going to dig that fucking deep into it to see why did you like this photo or this video? I got to dig into it. This guy's a Trump supporter. He lives in Montana. Come on, like, dear God, ain't that fucking serious?
That is funny.
Sad.
Yeah, like, I'm going to take my like back. Like, this motherfucker cares. Like, if you just fucking unlike it and move on about your day. But to leave a fucking comment, like, you're fucking petty as shit.
I mean, unliking the video still helps the video out, so it whatever. But no one knows about that, right? No,
So
it's
this
so
guy-
stupid. It's just the same shit. Like, it's the same shit. Everyone is like Monday Mad. I always see this with Monday Mad. People are like, "I'm gonna sub your channel." I'm like, okay, nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. I'm gonna sub to you to a Monday Mass channel. I really don't give a shit. I have no reason to give a shit about you. I mean, honestly.
Dude, that guilt by association shit's getting out of control, though.
It is. It's like, it's possible to actually like something that Trump does, but not support everything else that he does.
Well, it's right after Trump won. One of my friends on Facebook posted this thing saying, for anybody who voted for Trump, can you tell me why? And this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So, all right, I answered his question and we got into it, and there was a couple other people posting, and I was discussing some shit with them, right? And
Yeah.
one of the dude's friends posted, "You should really be careful what you let people post here. Cause
What the fuck?
yeah, and he goes on and on. People might think you're a racist and this, that, and the other. I'm like, okay, so not only do you have to watch what you say, now you've got to watch what other people comment on your shit.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Absolutely ludicrous.
So you got to
You know,
comb through. I mean, especially could you imagine like, okay, your tweet goes viral, or your post goes viral. So that means that you got to scroll through 36,000 people that liked or commented on your video or your picture, and then go to their profile, search up and see who they supported, and then if they were one of the ones that supported Trump, then you've got to block them, because I'm like going, dear God, like the levels of idiocy in that, like just if the video's cute, the video's cute. It has nothing to do with his fucking politics.
Apparently not.
That dumb
It's
comment.
crazy.
Oh, better be careful.
still
They
say-
might think you're a racist. I'm like, they're gonna think I'm racist regardless.
I still
Okay.
say liberalism is a disease.
At this point, it is.
Yeah,
No,
it really is.
You know what? I have the perfect comeback. If someone calls me racist, my friend did this. Someone online was like, "Oh, because you're a fucking racist." My friend was like, "Of course I am. I'm Latino." like, have you you think white people are racist? Fucking Latinos are more racist towards blacks and each other. And each other. We don't give a shit. We're not politically correct.
God, remember when everybody could just make fun of each other?
Right?
Those were the good old days.
That's my comeback. Julio, you're racist. Of course I am. I'm Cuban. Fuck it. Fuck it. I mean, it just doesn't mean anything anymore at this point. Racist, sexist, misogynist, blah
Hitler.
blah, like homophobic. Yeah, it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that Hitler has lost the connotation that goes along with it.
I mean, he didn't do anything wrong, so.
Trump is literally Hitler. I like Hitler. He was a pretty good leader, but aside from him gassing the Jews, so that means you like Trump.
You gotta take the good with the bad.
Right?
Yeah,
Bad with the good.
So,
However you want
it's
to look
a-
at that shit.
it's a hell of a lot of bad though.
I mean, he may have gassed the Jews, but he did bring Germany out of an economic crisis. So,
Oh yeah,
Also responsible for a lot of modern medicine. I mean,
he was a great fiscal leader.
I heard this saying about Pablo Escobar. Was it like, oh, he killed a lot of people, but he gave us houses. Okay, that makes it better. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he killed a lot of people, but he gave us houses. Okay, congratulations. I don't know, man. I mean, Jesus Christ.
What the hell was that?
All these buzzwords just, it's like, they shouldn't bother you anymore. If someone calls you racist, just respond, okay. That's all you can do. It's okay. Or are you proud of being racist? Yeah, sure, whatever. You're proud of being a Nazi? Yeah, of course, whatever. Sure. I'm proud of being a white nationalist. Whatever you want. That help your narrative, dumbass. Getting rid of this type of shit is really out of control.
That is definite.
Yeah.
well, shit. You guys have anything else?
What, you think it's late enough?
It's 3 in the
well.
morning here.
Kind of going on like 3.5 hours, almost 4. So
Sound good.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh wait, there's another like 3-hour conversation to have.
Well, we have done that before.
Yes, we have. Why, I don't know, but we did. I think we got close one time to even actually hitting the 8-hour cutoff mark.
We did. It was 6 and change the other day.
Well, I mean, it's insane. Like, you can get on here and just, like, one subject leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, and, like, next thing you know, you're down your own fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah.
all right, Chris, thanks for stopping by, man.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all, thanks for coming
There's-
out.
There's
Showing some support and staying around for so damn long.
Mhm. Just hit the
Ah,
thumbs
damn
up.
it, Caesar. Like, you haven't been here in a while. And now you
What?
come in, like, right when we're leaving.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Friday.
Later.
Yeah.